Greetings, fellow detectives! Welcome, welcome to the next stream in our Nancy Drew 2022 Streamathon. Today we are playing one of the beloved classics, Last Stream of Blue Moon Canyon. This one is pretty much universally loved by the fandom, and for good reason. I think this game is fantastic, one of my favorites as well. Really, really love this one, so very excited to hang out with you all today and play this fantastic game. Greetings, Lizzie. Welcome to the stream. Greetings, Ray Marie. Greetings, Dragonslayer. Tino Balducci. Probably one of my favorite love-to-hate characters, if not my favorite love-to-hate character. Greetings, Catherine. I love this song, too. The soundtrack for this game is peak awesome soundtracks. Greetings, Arrows. Greetings, Emily. Cheeseburger. Iconic. A stream you think you can stay for the entire time. Huzzah. Greetings, Sophie. Welcome to the stream. Yay, we love a work lurk. Welcome, welcome. Greetings, Renee. About to run out for errands, listening along. Absolutely iconic game. I totally agree. Greetings, Jenna. Cheeseburger. Greetings, Aspie. Welcome to the stream. Gotta leave for work in a couple hours. I hope you have a good work day. Greetings, Lucy. Welcome to the stream. Greetings, Hallie. Greetings, Shay. Welcome to the stream. Greetings, Deanna. One of your top 5. Yay. Hoping you make it back. My chat likes to bounce back down. Hoping to make it back in time to catch some of the ending. Yay! Goodbye, fellow detectives. Thanks for popping in, Renee. Time to board a train. Exactly. Greetings, August. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Listen to this stream to wind down at the end of your workday. Yay! Greetings, Alexandra. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? One of your favorite games. Let's go. Is today a Monday? What day is it? Teachers in summer. Yes, it is a Monday. Yes, perfect game for a Monday, I feel like, since this one is like just such a good one. Greetings, Maple. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Greetings, Lizzie. Another work lurk. Yay. Overhauling your office's entire photo library. Oh my goodness. Very grateful for the good company. So glad I can keep you company, Lizzie. Good luck with that project. That sounds like a big one. Made it on time for once. Greetings, Alyssa. Welcome to the stream. Greetings, Kiana. Welcome to the stream. Greetings, No Thank You. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Greetings, Squeaky. Greetings, Emma. Greetings, Matt. Make it for one of your favorites. Yay. Tis a work lurk. Greetings, Julia. Enjoy your work lurk. Greetings, Zach. Welcome to the stream. Sat down with your sandwich. Excellent. Hardy Boys at their best. I love the Hardy Boys in this one. Greetings, Toppin. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Made it for one of your top 3 favorites. Yes. So for how many people in chat is this one of your like top 5 favorite games? I know it's up there for quite a few detectives. Greetings, Mary. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Such a relaxing game to listen to while at work. Yay! I'm so happy to hear that. Cheeseburger! Imagine a character that had Tino's chin and Taylor's lips. When people at your work order a cheeseburger, I have Joe in my head going, cheeseburger. It's so hard not to, honestly. Elizabeth forever on these streams, but finally got around to changing your name and photo on your Google account. Yes, I did notice the last name was the same still. Gotcha. Well, welcome. Top 5 for sure. Definitely in your top 5. Ah, the classic. Greetings, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Actually, not one of my favorites. Ooh, a hot take. We love to see it. Love a hot take. Up there for me. Top 5 for sure. Definitely top 5. I've never played this one. Oh, exciting. I'm excited to share it with you then. Top 10 for sure. Hard time ranking them, definitely towards the top. Recently, you'd say this one is probably in your top 5 or 10. Yeah. I think in my official ranking video, this one like just nearly misses my top 10. But like honestly, games 15 and up are like all practically A's in my game. It's like the most minute details that separate them for me and a healthy chunk of nostalgia, let's be real. Not one of my favorites, do enjoy playing it every now and then. Yay, your favorite game! Greetings, Carly, welcome to the stream. I rank it at 11, just barely out of the 10. It's shocking to some. Same, Zach, I hear ya. Not sure in your top 5, for sure top 10. Would love to take a trip on a train like this. It is 11 on my list, okay, I thought so. I have always wanted to go on a historic train. I wish we had more of them. And train travel in general just isn't huge in the US. I wish it was much bigger and more common because it is in other countries and it seems like it works so well as a public transportation system. It's just not prioritized here nearly as much as I kind of wish it was. But speaking of trains, let's pop into it, shall we? go. This and this and this. Greetings, Aubrianne. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. I love everything about this game. I love this game so much, too. It's so good. The way I would take a train everywhere in the country if I could. Seriously, right? I would choose to take a train more than fly. Like, if it was actually, you know, like, it's possible. But the way it's set up, it's like this system very much encourages plane travel via train travel. It's not as easy as it should be, nor is it as comfortable as it should be, as scenic as it could and should be. We rank at the same place. We rank Ghost Dogs in the same place too. Yay! Greetings, Ryder. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Yes, we are just getting started. Welcome. Amazing train called the Trans-Siberian goes from St. Petersburg through Mongolia to Beijing. That sounds like an amazing trip. You could see so many cool places that way. I want to ride the Orient Express so badly. Yes. Travel Ireland and Scotland with friends, and we're looking to do a train ride to make traveling between cities more fun. Only time will tell, though. That's exactly what Mr. WizardKitten and I want to do when we visit the UK. We definitely want to do primarily train travel to get around to the different places around the UK. Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin to see which difficulty level we do
Welcome
today.
to my latest case, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective.
I feel like
if you're new to adventure
Junior's
games or
usually
need
up
some help,
first.
click on Tutorial.
Okay, well I guess today Heads is gonna be Senior and Tails is gonna be Junior. Google's flipping the coin. And we got Tails. Okay, so we're doing Junior. Heads, Senior, Tails, Junior. Yes, okay, we're gonna do Junior today, according to the chaotic coin flip. A train from LA to San Diego. That sounds amazing. I find this one is the easiest games for replays. It is a really good replay game. I always compare this one to a novel because of just like the structure of it and how it builds upon itself. It's so good. Nancy, we can hear you. You don't have to yell. How was the wedding? It was solid. It was solid. They had perfect weather for it, which was nice.
Dear Hannah, here I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. That's the young woman who invited everyone. Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they invited me. And I've always wanted to join forces with the Hardy Boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's silly attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too rich and a little too famous for their own good.
Oh, Lori.
Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over, let's get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray. I am so thrilled that you're taking time out from that TV show of yours to do some ghost hunting here with us. I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell. I cannot tell you how much I adore those romance novels you write. Your characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome. And Tino Balducci. Only the most famous police detective in the country. And then there's Frank and Joe Hardy. They're amateur detectives. My dad and their dad are old friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend? Natalie?
Nancy. Nancy Drew?
Whatever. All right, I'll bet you're wondering where we're going. Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train. Because see, one day in 1903, his train, this train, was found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
this
Oh,
beginning.
she's gone.
Oh my gosh.
What in the world?
What the?
Hey, what's going on?
People should never go tampering with things they don't understand.
Oh, brother.
It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, Nancy, you're up on all that social etiquette stuff. What are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
Genius. Such a good
If
beginning.
I don't seem concerned, it's because I'm not. Laurie Gerard is a young woman whose only goal in life is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually uses her father's considerable wealth to get it.
It's because I'm not. I love Charlena. She's so practical. Let's see who popped in during that beginning. Quite a few people, I think. Greetings, Luna. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Favorite games mostly because of Tino and his hilarity. We love to hate Tino. So good. Let's see, who else? Greetings, Squeaky. Welcome to the stream. Did I say hello to you already? If not, welcome. Laurie's outfit is still a bop, in my opinion. Love it. Greetings, Classic. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. CSI guy. Tino definitely does give those kinds of vibes, doesn't he? Let's see, who else? Greetings, Stephanie. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Really needed this. So much has happened since the last time you were here. Hello. Welcome, Stephanie. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Frank's hair. Her outfit. The loud chair creaks. Greetings, Elena. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Literally started playing this one yesterday. Perfect. Feel really sorry for Laurie. Her dad spoiled her rotten, yet she's blamed for it. She wants to be better. She wants to be taken seriously. Yeah, you can definitely tell, like, there's a lot going on in Miss Laurie Gerard's head. Greetings, Carter. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? I love this game, too. So excited you're here. The lip snarl. Okay, anyone else? Julia. I think I said hello to you, Julia. Hello again. If I don't seem concerned, it's because I'm not. I wish I could be as honest as Charlena. Greetings, Sofinda. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Hope you have a nice day. Been decorating your bedroom. Oh my gosh, fun. Are you going for any kind of particular style or color scheme? Greetings, Joshua. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Oh gosh, no worries at all. Some streams are easier for people to make than others. We all got those busy lives. This game's one of your favorites. It's so good. Love this game so much.
So you think her disappearing like that is just some kind of publicity stunt?
I just think she couldn't resist showing off in front of all of us minor celebrities. What was your name again?
Nancy Drew. You and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk Valentine.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley?
Psst. Nancy! Come here!
Excuse me for a second.
Greetings, Hannah. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Yay, we love a work lurk. Have I said hello yet, Emma? If not, hello. Welcome. Charlena Purcell might be my favorite character in this game. Something happens and she's like, that's nice, but I have a book to write. Have a nice day. She's very practical.
Is this Jake and his wife?
Yes. From what I've read, Camille loved to sing and dance, even in death, apparently. Jake reportedly told people that after she died, he would sometimes see strange glowing lights outside the windows at night, bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said he found the sight very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
Yeah, I'd be one of the people who'd find it terrifying. I also agree that this green wallpaper is stunning. The whole train is just so beautifully designed. The wedding was solid. They had perfect weather for it, which was excellent. Greetings, Fluffy. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Excited to toot in for Last Train.
Hey, Nance.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He went straight to the room in the car that used to be Camille's and didn't come out again. I could hear all these weird noises coming from inside.
Did you talk to him?
I was just about to go in, but the next thing I know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the floor right where Laurie was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
Did you ask him about it?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC?
American Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe, let it go. What'd Charlena have to say?
She thinks Lori is faking this whole disappearance thing.
She's not the only one.
How can you say that? You heard Lori scream.
Anybody can scream, Joe. Especially girls whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
Lots of yellow, Indian, and Moroccan decorations. Sofinda, that sounds beautiful. Oh my gosh, fun. Being normal is vastly overrated, I agree. Chaos Nancy agrees with Joe.
I kind of agree with you.
You've got to be kidding.
Do you think maybe one of Lori's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Lori disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
I'm closer with Mr. WizardKitten's mom's side of the family. I know that side of the family better. Both his parents come from families of like 8 siblings, so he has a ridiculous amount of cousins. I have 3 cousins total on both sides of my family, so it's a little bit overwhelming trying to get to know all of them. But I know his mom's side better.
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going to head up front and tell him what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
Great. Catch you later.
That's awesome, Joshua. Great impression. Joe's impression of Tino. Frank is just done. Yep, he's just over it. Chaos Nancy walks outside.
This door goes outside. Opening it now would not be a good idea.
Chaos Nancy doesn't care. Oh no, she does. Chaos Nancy
Looks like
doesn't,
some
however,
sort of steam valve.
care about blowing up the train with the steam valve. Ooh, what's this do?
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Let's just leave it.
A square and a duck.
Is it gonna blow up or no? Do it, do it. True, Chaos Nancy would jump outside. Is this not gonna blow up? I've always turned it off immediately because I thought it would blow up. Oh, there we go.
Oops.
Oops. The way she says oops. Normal is relative in my opinion. Exactly. There is no such thing as normal.
It looks like this thing opens up. But how?
There are a lot of societal rules and mores that people have come up with that differ in time and place and culture and number of people and everything. Normal is an illusion. Blow up the train. Oops.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello, I'm one of the passengers, and I just thought you should know that Lori Gerard has disappeared.
So?
I love this guy. So?
Did you know she was going to disappear?
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Gerard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. And until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
But Lori may not even be on the train anymore.
Look, Miss Gerard may not be a rocket scientist or anything, but even she knows better than to jump off a moving train.
But...
Now, if you'll excuse me, I got me a train to run.
Look. Miss Gerard might not be a genius. Pull the emergency brake. Where's the emergency brake again? Is it in here?
Engineer.
Hi.
Is this Miss Gerard?
Yeah, this is Lori.
Nice try.
This guy has none of our nonsense. Speaking of nonsense, I am back on my nonsense, and by that I mean I am once again playing House Flipper for like 8 hours a day. There is something about that game. It is so satisfying. It is so addicting. I took a break from it for a while, for a couple months, and now I'm back, and I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Is the train driver Grey Court right? Greetings, Joey. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you today? Work lurking. Yay, enjoy your work lurk. Hope you have a good day at work today.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move it.
How rude, exactly. If it were me, I'd fire him.
Sadie Crawford.
Sadie Crawford is the doll who is missing shoes. Okay.
What have you got?
See you soon.
If you need anything, just let us know.
Love the puffer vest. As a true Minnesotan, I own multiple puffer vests. Do a house flipper stream, please. I would absolutely do a house flipper stream. Speaking of house flipper, who here likes Captain Sauce or used to watch his videos? Does Captain Sauce do house flipper videos or streams? Because I love to throw house flipper streams on when I'm like busy doing things. It's just very soothing. That's me with Sims. Play a few days or weeks or months and then take a long break. Sims is one I like can always come back to, especially if I'm like doing a challenge that I like, which I like currently am. But yeah, I totally know what you mean. Seasons with The Sims for sure.
Yes?
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those two most wonderful of all three-letter words, the end, everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
Exactly, Sofinda. When I try to explain it to people, they're like, so you're just cleaning in a video game? Why is that fun? I'm like, but it's so satisfying. You feel so accomplished. It's hard to explain.
Why do you think Lori invited you on this trip?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
Someone has explained the salmon paper to me before, but I struggle to know what it means too. So if any of you know what the salmon paper in that trunk is supposed to allude to, let me know.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Voulet, who died about a year after they were married.
Greetings, Jack. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? John Graystan. Yes. I think The Sims 4 is worth it to buy, especially now that there's so much content to go along with it. And there's some crazy sales. Like, you can get the base game for like $5 sometimes, and then you can bundle other packs. If you do get other packs, I consider Seasons to be essential. Cats and Dogs I consider to be pretty essential if you like animals. Parenthood is pretty essential in my opinion. Those are probably the three that I would say get right away. Seasons, Parenthood, and Cats and Dogs. Unless any of the other ones really are speaking to you, like maybe you're really into like farm simulations, then Cottage Living is probably your thing. But as far as just overall gameplay, those are the three I recommend first.
When did he buy this train?
Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
Greetings, Rachel. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? I am so excited for the new expansion pack. Oh, on my current legacy challenge I'm doing, I've gotten it up to the point where the next heir is a teenager, and I'm like waiting until the pack comes out so then I can really explore it with her, and I'm so excited.
Where did he meet Camille?
I don't know that. The circumstances surrounding her passing are a bit of a mystery, too. All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated, and its location quite unknown.
I'll touch bases with you later.
That would be nice.
That makes so much sense. The salmon paper says a hand from the deep, which is one of the clues that we need later. Where does it say that? Oh, fresh from a hand from the deep. And then it's got the fins, flippy fins. That makes sense. I was like, is it like a Washington reference? Because that's where her interactive offices are. I get it now. Yeah, Sims 3 is highly customizable, highly personalizable, personalizable. Almost to the extent where it overwhelmed me, which is why, like, my hot take is that I actually prefer The Sims 4.
Looks like some kind of gemstone.
Even though I think most hardcore simmers prefer either Sims 2 or 3, which I totally get. I just end up getting overwhelmed by all of the customization options. Like, it would take me 10 hours to build a very simple house because you can customize everything. Whereas in The Sims 4, I can knock out a simple house in an hour or 2 hours. Enjoy the Happy Home Paradise extension for Animal Crossing. Not sure if you're familiar. You design vacation homes for the villagers. That does sound so fun. I got really into Animal Crossing for about a year, and I haven't played it since. Mostly because I'm, like, terrified that my villagers are just going to be so mad at me for ignoring them for so long. Is it this one? Maybe this one goes up here. Yeah, that looks right. And then this one is perhaps that one? That could be. And this one... Yeah, that looks right. Actually, I think these two are flipped. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, so then this does not go there. Doesn't go there either. That goes there. I have played Stardew Valley, and it seems like a game that I should love and I should be totally into. And I know so many people who love it, and I can definitely see why. I couldn't get into it, and I don't know what it is.
Left pickaxe and lamp with buell for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
I definitely should.
This must have been the sleeping car.
Have gotten into Stardew Valley. Took you hours upon hours to build anything in The Sims 3. The color wheel gave you too much power. Exactly. Because if you tell me that I can match all of the wood tones in the entire house to have cohesive furniture, then I'm going to do it. But it's going to take forever. And it did. The villagers have no personality compared to previous games. It's all toxic positivity. You'll be fine. Like in Animal Crossing. My favorite villager was actually one of my starters, Dom. Dom the sheep. Love Dom. He's my pal. A Tale of Two Dolls. Ill-tempered Edna could not get her way. She couldn't get Alice to come out and play. I can't. I'm too tired, is what Alice said. I just want to go straight back to bed. That's a mood. Edna angrily tried to make herself heard, but all that came out was one two-part word. Why, I'm not your mother, yawning Alice replied, till Edna the Terrible finally gave up and cried. So Edna the Terrible is the creepy doll that says, Mama. And yawning Alice is the sleepy one. Yawning Alice is me.
I need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000 possible combinations? Guessing could take me a while.
Greetings, Friday. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? So much anxiety and stress for your perfectionistic brain. Hardcore relate to that. I am wearing the Bodacious shirt today. Bodacious smell. Which reminds me, I totally forgot to say that today's stream is brought to you by the patrons over at Mystique Manor and by all of the official fellow detectives. Thank you so much for your continued support. Today's stream is also brought to you by any super chats and super stickers that are used in chat. Thank you for your support in that way as well. Totally forgot to mention that. Oh, what's this?
Better not mess with that puppy.
I totally forgot that's what happens to her. Oh, no. We just killed Nancy Drew. Don't do that again. Ow. Yikes. OMG. Bodacious smell, our queen. Ouch, oh no. Only got Animal Crossing last Christmas, so I'm still obsessed. Yes, I feel like once you get it and you're like working on building up your island, there is absolutely like an obsession period with Animal Crossing that is so hard to break. Which they've set it up really well to do that. I'm very impressed. Yes, we did already blow up the train with the steam pipes. Or is there another one with the grates? That was severe chaos, Nancy. Oofta is right. Smacking the brake is so out of pocket. I love it.
Hey, come on over here. Hi, you're that Nancy person. How you doing? John Gray.
We just killed Nancy Drew. No, I wanted to do that.
You look pretty busy.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Laurie's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Laurie's whereabouts.
Are you saying that Camille's ghost kidnapped Laurie?
What to most people are ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. That's my working theory, at least.
I totally know what you mean, Lizzie. We all, like, really needed the Animal Crossing vibes in 2020. It's just a little different now.
That's a little hard to swallow.
It's all very scientific. But the fact is, Laurie's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
No, just the one? Okay, yes, yeah. Then we did already do the Steam second chance.
You don't think Tino Balducci will be able to track her down?
I doubt it. In fact, I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good cop anymore. He's got to be a great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
This man is so cool. John Gray! Oh yeah, that would have caused a concussion, if not something worse for Nancy, that particular second chance.
Is Laurie a friend of yours?
First time I met her was when I boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
That would make for such a fun mystery, Alyssa. Like, imagine Nancy at, like, the world's most haunted hotel or something like that, and John Gray is there, Savannah is there, and, like, all the other suspects are also, like, ghost hunters. Because John Gray does it, like, the scientific way, and Savannah does it more, like, the medium type way. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so fun. And terrifying.
Maybe she doesn't have any friends.
Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe you can be too rich after all.
Everything in your power except look for her.
What's your opinion of Charlena Purcell?
Charlena Purcell writes romance novels. End of comment.
Exactly, Hallie.
I won't keep you any longer.
Goodbye.
No more dead ends for Nancy to reach. Yeah, when I played this game the first time, it took me a while to get into the end car, but once you know what you're doing and what you're looking for...
The little book of samplers.
It's very easy to just have to walk through the train the one time and make it all the way through on the first try. Cross stitch! My newest embroidery is coming along nicely. I'm working on, it has daisies, and I finished all the daisies, and then there's lilac and lavender in the background, and I'm currently working on the lavender.
Sickly Sarah caught a germ so new, it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
Sickly Sarah has one green eye and one blue eye. There is actually a name for this, where one of your eyes is a different color than the other, and I cannot remember what it's called.
This looks like some sort of game.
John does not like Charlena, this is true. I don't know why this game stresses me out so much. It should not be stressful. It's also, like, super creepy, now that I think about it.
Wonder what's in here.
Yeah, heterochromia. That's it. Abby, John, and Savannah. Yeah, Abby too would be incredible. Renee from Crystal Skull. Yes. So we have our kooky old lady cruise, we have our grumpy old man fishing trip, and now we need our ghost enthusiasts, like, stay at a haunted hotel. I'm so down for all of these mysteries. From car in 1800s garb, full skirts blowing around you. Good point. Never thought about that, but yeah, it totally would.
Teddy Eberhardt.
Krollmeister. Krollmeister makes everything, including dolls. But Teddy Eberhardt is plaid. Teddy Eberhardt is a man after my own heart. Plaid is my fave. Your friend's dog has it. Love that. Don't take that tone with romance novels. Should we blow out poor John's eardrums?
Don't do that, please! Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive. You just about took out my eardrums. You can play that thing when I'm done. I'll let you know when that is, all right?
Okay.
Chaos Nancy cares not for hearing loss.
No, no, no. Please don't. Don't even think about it.
He's very observant. Notices Nancy, like, reaching for the piano keys. Oh, your kitty had a cold. She's doing okay currently and taking meds. Poor little fur baby.
It's locked.
Show us the embroidery. I would love to. It's my new hobby.
Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano.
Especially common in cats and Australian shepherds. I've definitely seen it on Australian shepherds before.
Thomasina O'Neill.
Thomasina O'Neill is missing a chunk of her hair.
Looks like some kind of sewing sampler. I wonder if there's a relationship between those symbols and those numbers.
Awful Ursula has the red hair and a little yellow dress.
I wonder what's under here, and what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts.
So what you're saying is you need a cast with 8+ characters now instead of the traditional 4 to 6. If it's done well, yes. Not like the Midnight in Salem way.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's me.
Hi, Bess.
And me.
Hey, George, what's up?
What's up? You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us. This is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here.
Bess, just calm down.
Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am. She's the one who insisted we call you Nancy.
Only because you're driving me crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke she's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she hasn't called? What do you think Laurie Gerard is wearing?
Oh, George, that is so not true. I could care less what Laurie Gerard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already, would ya?
Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair.
I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool.
Nice try, Bess.
No, really.
You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself.
George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice try, Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
Oh my gosh, Alyssa, that is quite the story. We need a singles club for the single characters. That'd be hilarious. Very of the time, yeah.
Our hostess has disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I mean, the train went into a tunnel, everything went dark, and when the train came out of the tunnel, no Laurie. She just disappeared.
Publicity stunt.
Yeah, Hallie, it's a lock of hair. When we find the dolls, there's one with like a little bald spot, and that's how we know that that one's Thomasina O'Neill. Could never figure out the dolls on your own. Always had to use the USH hint system for dolls, to be honest. I totally get that because it's really like subtle, the little hints to put them all together.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, come on. You don't really think something's happened to her, do you?
Remember the time she was allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room?
Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all on tape.
It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning.
Only it turns out she faked the whole thing.
Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped.
Like anybody believes that.
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has.
Very funny. So what else is going on?
Right now I'm using the embroidery for just like decorations. I really like how they look in the hoops. I think it's really cute. And eventually I want to start doing some seasonal specific ones. So like ones with little pumpkins on them that I can put out during fall and Halloween, and then some like snowflake ones for winter, stuff like that.
Before she disappeared, Lori told us that the purpose of this train trip is to find out what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered or something?
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky. Have any theories?
Not yet, but the train is also rumored to be haunted by his dead wife.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Lori vanishes. A pattern, maybe?
Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Boho chic, exactly.
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge, Colorado?
Never heard of the place. Why?
Well, that's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
Greetings, Book Dragon. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you today? Love how clear each of their personalities are. Know exactly who they are and can guess how they would act. Makes the mystery that much better. Totally agree.
Jake used to see strange lights at night bobbing alongside the train and thought it was Camille dancing.
Super creepy. Yeah, I just got goosebumps. Which is hard when you're practically covered in paint.
Catch you later.
Okay. Well, George, back to work.
Ooh, mint green and a faint violet. Pretty. Yes. That's my favorite thing about the Nancy Drew games, is just how fully fledged the backstories are. I'm always so impressed.
Hey, Nancy, right?
Tino Balducci. Faint blue, love it. Painted 2 accent walls. Black charcoal came out so stunning. Very dark academia. I love dark academia. Greetings, Zipper Tick. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Drop the whole Camille haunting angle. They never bring it up again after they step off the train. I think the only other time we see it, and it's optional, you don't always see it, is the actual like bouncing glowing lights outside.
You've got a better memory than our hostess.
Who doesn't? Amateur
Ouch.
detective, huh? Ever thought about becoming a real detective? You know, like me?
Yes, I love the cast of characters in this one.
You mean become a police detective? No, I never have.
It's a great job, you know. I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Yes, Dragon Slayer, we find that out
Yes, I sure did.
eventually.
Baffling case. 2-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days? FBI had no idea who the perps were. But after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the collar.
Totally get that, Maple. Oh, jeepers. Ugh, Tino.
I heard all they had was a plastic knife from a carry-out chicken place.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear them down. Reporters, late-night comedians, even some of my fellow officers, all have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Anyway, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
Nancy is a real detective, Tino. Yeah, no kidding. More than Tino will ever be.
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?
You don't like her?
I can't stand those sappy books she writes. And seeing as I said as much during an interview on national TV once, it's a pretty safe bet she doesn't like me.
Why would an interviewer ask Tino Balducci about reading Charlena Purcell's romance novels? At what point did that come up in the conversation? Yeah, right? Why aren't we asking about people's preferences for paprika? Hard-hitting questions, Tino.
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
Well, she could have been kidnapped. She could have been tossed off the train. She could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
Tino's hair is an inspiration.
When do you think that will be?
I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
I don't think that's how truth works.
Have you talked to John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
Greetings, Shy. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? And hello, Tino, my old foe.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
The interviewer didn't ask about Tino's reading preferences. He probably volunteered the opinion out of the blue. Does Tino strike us as the kind of person who enjoys reading? Because he does not strike me as the kind of person who enjoys reading. Not that there's anything wrong with not enjoying reading, but he just doesn't strike me as the type. Also, this bluish wallpaper behind him is amazing, and I want it.
Where do you think it came from?
Probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
Greetings, Caitlin. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Tino's surprisingly calm for his girlfriend going missing. No kidding.
May I see it?
Sure. In fact, here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
What else can I do for you?
I'd say no. Reading a picture book. Yeah, the wallpaper game in this is fantastic.
It's been great talking to you.
Not a problem.
Peak wallpaper game.
Wonder what Jake used this for.
I don't know. Take it, Nancy. You take everything else.
Another gemstone.
Okay, look at the bookshelf. Tony giving away things that don't belong to him. And Nancy stealing things that don't belong to her. Love this book. What is everyone's birthstone? This is mine. Peridot. Can I take it? Can I take the book, or does the book stay? Okay,
Looks
book
like
has
an
to stay.
old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why it's locked. And what does
Tino
AG
Balducci.
mean?
Oh, thank you. I love old wallpaper. Same. Camille with Hagar Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
Camille with Hagar Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
Nancy, are you mimicking me? That's what I just said. Okay, so Hagar wears suspenders, and Chantilly is wearing like a pleated dress and has braids.
JH. For Jake Hurley, obviously. Must
Also
be Jake's
Peridot.
insignia.
Pearl or Alexandrite, Emerald, I love Emerald, Alexandrite, also Peridot, Sapphire, Ruby, Peridot, lots of Peridots. Hello, fellow Peridots. Amethyst. You should know what AG means. Sapphire, Topaz, Peridot, Sardonyx, ooh, Topaz, Sapphire, Aquamarine, love blue and green stones like Malachite and Lapis. I love Lapis. Lapis is stunning. I always, as a kid, like, wanted Sapphire as my birthstone because I just love deep, rich blues like that. But I appreciate my Peridot now. I've learned to love it. Let's see, like that perhaps. Oh,
There, all done.
Topaz. December gets 2. Ruby, opal. Yeah, opal is really pretty. Sardonyx, peridot, diamond, sapphire, emerald. Green's your favorite color, so you've always loved that your stone is too. That's so cool. A lapis moon-shaped pendant. That sounds so pretty.
Eliza Sandberger.
Camille called this one Eliza Sandberger. Received of Jake Hurley. Almost said Jake Rogers. Received of Jake Hurley for the price of $3.73. One Krollmeister doll with decorative red ribbon on the 16th day of June, 1880. Okay, so doll with red ribbon is Eliza Sandberger.
Another gemstone.
Lots of August and September peeps here. Yeah. Wonder what marketing genius came up with
An
birthstones.
old scale. Strange. It seems to be built into the wall.
Jake Rogers, how'd you get here? Love to have something with real Alexandrite in it. Most birthstone things have synthetic versions, which look pinkish purple, but the real stuff can look green to red depending on the lighting. Yeah, I've always thought it would be really fun to have like real birthstone gems. I've only ever had like, you know, the kind that you can like get at Claire's or something.
Those symbols look like the ones I saw in that sampler.
Didn't appreciate peridot growing up either because I thought you had to pronounce the T. Peridot. I always did too when I was a kid. It took forever before I knew that it was different.
That square and that duck look very familiar.
That square and that duck. Things only Nancy says. Good old Krollmeister. So present in a lot of the games until I started replaying them. Oh yeah, Krollmeister is in, I think, pretty much all of the games up until Trail of the Twister.
Those look like steam pipes.
At which case he must retire because then Jovic Tech takes over everything. Ooh. Cool. Nancy just turning pranks that she has no idea what they do. Classic Nancy. Birthstones date all the way back to biblical times. I think I'm a garnet. And which one's garnet again?
Silver. What do all those colors have to do with silver?
Silver is orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow. Okay. Did Nancy write that down? I found a drawer that had a sequence of 6 colors. The sequence was labeled silver. There was, of course, no explanation as to why. Okay, Nancy, write down the colors. That would be more helpful. Don't make me pull out my detective notebook later. It's under a pile of stuff, including the tablet I'm using to read.
Looks like to make
comments.
this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and a lamp. Citrine, amethyst, zircon, those are all gemstones, I think.
Yeah, Fluffy. I'd love to have peridot earrings. If we're talking about birthstones, I think I'm Ruby. Yes, we're talking about birthstones from all the gems in the book. Greetings, Hippogriff. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you today? So upset about something that befell a doll. I accidentally knocked the one Camille calls Naughty Tina off the shelf and literally, I'm afraid, fractured its tiny skull. Despite my heartfelt apologies, Camille burst into tears at the sight of the crack, which now traverses Naughty Tina's face. Tears which continued unabated for hours. I told her I'd order her another as soon as we reached Copper Gorge. So Naughty Tina has a crack in her tiny little skull. Which sounds very morbid when I say it like that.
According to that diagram I found, those 6 gemstones are supposed to go in these 6 holders. But I have no idea which one goes where.
Greetings, Bree. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? I can see your message. Greetings, Lindsay. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you today? Garnet's like a dark ruby. That's what I thought. I thought it was reddish. Okay, so Nancy probably knows now that she needs to start...
Wonder what's supposed to go here.
Collecting the gemstones. It's locked.
Looks like I need to enter 8 letters into this thing. The question is, which 8 letters?
Garnet is dark ruby. Oh, Laura Ingalls Wilder's engagement ring had it. Oh, that's neat. Apparently they can all be different colors, but I think the actual birthstone is red. That's so funny. Because, yeah, a lot of these gems and birthstones can be so many different colors. Oh, sure, it's the last one I try. 97, 975, 978, 5. Ooh, 6, 9785, 4, 97853, 97852, 1, 9785213, 9785223. 6, 9, 7, 8, 5, 2, 3, 4. Phew. Phew! I'm avoiding a December baby then. Rubies tend to be pinker. Garnets are an almost rust-like or scarlet red. That sounds gorgeous. My favorite color to wear is burgundy. And that sounds very burgundy-ish. Which I love.
Lori?
Oh my gosh! I never thought you'd be the one to find me. No offense. Nadine?
Nancy. Nancy Drew.
Well, as you can see, I wasn't really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car, you step on this thing in the floor in there, and it slides open. I practiced disappearing for weeks.
Greetings, Black Swan. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Just played this one. Yay! On to Message in a Haunted Mansion. This one was great. Yes, I love Message in a Haunted Mansion, too. One of my personal faves.
Was anyone else in on the trick?
Just the engineer, and all he did was keep his mouth shut. See, here's the deal. My dad wound up with this train when he bought out Noram Shipping. They'd been storing it in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it. Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally, here we are, on our way to find out what happened to Jake Hurley.
Yay! Enjoy your work, Lurk. Sapphire in his wedding ring. It's his wife's birthstone. Oh, that's sweet. Thought it'd be only fair that they swap stones. I like that idea. That's really sweet. Greetings, Renee. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? This is your absolute favorite Nancy Drew game. Yay! Greetings, Jessica. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you today? Doll puzzle you did not like. Way too many dolls.
I think you were going to explain why you kidnapped yourself.
Oh, right. Well, see, I was one of the first people in like 100 years to set foot on this train, okay? Everything was just the way it was when Jake disappeared. Except I also found this. It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to his niece back east. He was real paranoid about claim jumpers, which is why he never told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him and no one would ever know where it was. So he wrote this letter to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington. Here, take it.
You want me to have it? Why?
Because you found me. See, in that letter, Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his mine is on this train. He also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too, which kind of creeps me out. But the thing is, to find Jake's lost mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
If you're creeped out about the ghost of Camille, why would you hang out in the one train where in the one car where she's most likely to inhabit? Like, this was Camille's personal car, wasn't it? She had two, I suppose. Ooh, so tanzanite must be super rare. Wow. Oh, that's cool. Greetings, Ryan. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Just took a nap. Oh, excellent, Jessica. Naps are amazing.
What about the other people you invited on this trip?
If you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to Copper Gorge because that's where Jake buried Camille, so I figured his mine might be somewhere around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
That's such a good question. I don't know if the train has an official name, but it would be a really cool museum.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Maybe I did. Or maybe I just thought letting other people try to find it would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
I like parties. Greetings, Kate. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? I don't know why. John Gray was one of my early Nancy Drew crushes. We love John Gray. This one ranks in my top 10, around 7 to 8 spot. It's a pretty universally loved one, for sure.
How well do you know your guests?
Well, I don't know you or those Harvey guys at all.
Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Whatever. I didn't know John Gray before this either, but I love his show. And I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train. And now that someone has finally found me, I can finally go meet him for real.
When somebody tells you that you're saying their name wrong, the response should not be, whatever. Lori.
What about Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for this was a no-brainer. I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his mind's in there going 90 miles an hour.
Lori and her parties. I like parties.
How well do you know Charlena Purcell?
I just know her from her books, which are so good. In fact, I just started reading her latest one, The Moon Tells No Lies. See, what I'd really like to do is write romance novels. Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, you know, just to see what she thought.
And?
She hated them.
Oh, you're totally right, Sofinda. It is called Hurley's Comet.
I'll come back later.
I'll be waiting.
Who's the lady at Copper Gorge? She's the best character. Fatima. Fatima's an icon. I think you're mixing up 90 miles per hour and 9 miles per hour. Yeah, I think Lori is supposed to be very Paris Hilton based.
Lot, naturally. I wonder how you open it.
Rich heiress type idea. A less exaggerated Jennifer Coolidge. Is Charlene supposed to be based on a real-life romance novelist? I don't know. I'm not very familiar with romance novelists.
I wonder how you're supposed to get this open.
As a genre, I haven't read much like just pure romance.
Looks like a dance floor, maybe?
Greetings, Juan. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? We just found Lori. Do the splits, Nancy. Chaos Nancy is flexible. Chaos Nancy is very flexible. Okay, so we have to read the letter before we can know what to do with any of this.
I can use this to open that grate I saw in Camille's car.
Greetings, Ellersbane. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Your dad has a whole collection of the Hardy Boys books? Yay! I have a whole collection of Nancy Drew books. But I've thought about starting to collect the Hardy Boys ones as well. Because I see those when I'm like antiquing and looking for Nancy Drew books.
The 3rd of November, 1901, from somewhere in Colorado. Dear Ruth, I know that we've never met, but now that your father, my estranged brother, is gone, you are my only living relative. I am writing to you to tell you about my mind before I, too, depart this earth, and its location is lost forever. I cannot tell you outright where it is, lest this epistle fall into the wrong hands, but with the information which follows, and with my train, which shall be yours upon my death, I promise that you'll be able to find it. First, you will need a map. To obtain it, know that my travels have taken me all over this great country, to towns which can be difficult to find, to Calico, Silverado, and Central City, to Dodge City, Virginia City, and Tombstone. To locate the mine on the map, you'll need my projector, When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly, but to retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an order. This will require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker, and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As for my beloved Camille, she has 4 words for you, words which, when translated into numbers and used in combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taken them with her to her grave. So go to Copper Gorge, Colorado and pay your respects, and let some of her goodness rub off on you. I promised Camille that this train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave, and indeed she never has. People say I'm crazy, but I've seen her and heard her and feel her presence on the train even today, 20 years after her untimely death. So above all else, my dear niece, let nothing happen to my train. It holds wonderful things. Kindest regards, Jake Hurley.
And there we have it. Full map out of the treasure. Greetings, Sam. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Sound effect used for the dance shoes is my favorite sound of all time. I love it too. That click. Good stuff.
Darn, the name of the shoes is so faded I can't tell what it is. Maybe Bess and George can help me figure out who made them.
So we'll take a picture of this to send to Bess and George. Okay, send that to Bess Marvin. I totally forgot Nancy has a camera on this phone, so we can take a picture of the piece of paper that she neglected to write down in her journal.
I wonder if this has something to do with that list of cities Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
Some of these games have stories that are the most well-written, interesting, and exciting, such as this one. Definitely agree. My travels have taken me all over this great country to towns which can be difficult to find. Calico and then Silverado. So, let's see. Calico. Silverado. I enjoy the sounds of these little blocks too. Find it so fascinating how the map to Jake's treasure is the train itself. Yes. And I love that they brought that back in Sea of Darkness too. Where like the ship is the map. I love when they do stuff like that. Central City, Dodge City, Virginia City. Central, Dodge, Virginia, Tombstone. Okay. Let's see. Central City. Dodge City. Virginia City. This was one of my favorite puzzles of the series. I don't know why. It is a very satisfying puzzle. Virginia. Where's the A? Virginia. Ah, okay. Virginia City. And then Tombstone. Wish they have a phone game of this. Tombstone. Oh, you have the book this game is based on. Fun. If it's one of the originals, I read it a long time ago.
Guess I'm done. Strange. All that's left is a jumble of letters.
If it's not one of the originals, then I haven't read it. Jake listed in his letter to Ruth, a string of letters is all that remained at the bottom. Write the letters down, Nancy. Can I take a picture of them? Neverstaba. 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 No, I don't want another one. Delete. Yes. Okay. Neverstaba. Which is actually just right out here, so not too hard to remember.
That must be the projector Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
Yeah, the games probably would work really well on mobile. Captive Curse. Have you read all the original Nancy Drew books? Yes, I read them, like the whole series when I was in middle school. Universitaba. Is it 2 A's? Universitaba! But it's been years since I've read them. I sort of binge read the whole series.
Jake's mind must be somewhere on this map, but where?
Where? Okay, let's save. We haven't saved yet. And then I am going to go refill my water bottle real quick. And then we will continue going the other direction up the train. Okay. I was saying Universitaba. Have you read any of the books other than the original series? I have not. Only the originals. But like, you know, like the updated versions of the originals. I shall return momentarily with a refilled water bottle.
It's been a few streams. It's been a few streams since you said hi. You simply must come say hello.
I could use a little water bubbler.
Come here. Just a little closer. Yes. Say hello. Say hello. Hello to the friends. Huh. Oh, is it really going to be that short of a hello? Such a tease.
A very brief glance at the Queen. We are not worthy. Queen Mel. Luna, the one that I swear by for skincare is the Fresh, I get it at Sephora, the Fresh soy-based cleanser, and then the Neutrogena, I get it at Target. It's a Neutrogena moisturizer. Hyaluronic acid? Yeah, the, like, water-based one. I have yet to find hair products that I'm fully happy with. All hail Queen Mel!
Is that really it? You're gonna leave already? Come back. No? That it?
Maybe she'll come back later. the briefest of cameos, instantly bows, "Hail, Kitty, our queen." Oh, Olivia, your kitty is a few feet away. Love that. What would Queen Mel's favorite Nancy Drew game be? Queen Mel enjoys... What are her favorite things? She likes watching birds. So Phantom of Venice. She would love the pigeons in Phantom of Venice. She enjoys anything string-like that she can chew on. Which I don't know if there's really any games. I need another slug before I can do that. Purely for the bird angle, probably Phantom of Venice, because then she'd get to watch the pigeons. If I type random numbers, Kitty is asleep on keyboard. I love when cats do that. Makes me so happy. She would probably love Waverly, because then she'd get to watch Casper the Squirrel. Plus, it's a cat-based game, so... Yeah, Waverly and Phantom of Venice. We'll go with those.
Well, it's the little lady detective. What do you need?
I found Lori. She was hiding in the caboose.
Oh, yeah?
He's instantly just disappointed.
She disappeared because she wanted to see who'd find her first, which is why she left that clue behind.
That slug? I mean, I knew that slug was a clue. That's why I gave it to you. I mean, I could have found Lori no sweat, but I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice job.
Thank you.
But look, from now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley and his mind, let me know, okay? Just so I can, give you advice, help you sort things out. After all, the opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day, you know.
Yes, the bird watching and ghost dogs. She would love that too. Sure, Tino. Thornton Hall is worth $20 on Android iPad. Oof.
How did you and Lori meet?
We met at a party in New York. Nice girl. Not a lot upstairs, but nice girl.
Tino.
Did you two go out?
Nope, no, never went out. No.
Ooh, Shy, you're a hairstylist. Recommend. It's a 10 for conditioner. If you need recommendations, it's the best. Scroll up. Greetings, Indiana. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? What do you recommend for hair products, Shy? I have very fine, very thin hair, and it gets oily extremely quickly. Like, about as thin and straight as you can get is my hair. And I would love to have, like, thicker, stronger hair, or, like, less oil at least. It's been a journey.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret. I'm onto something that could crack this case wide open.
I know, Tino's really one to talk. Not a lot upstairs.
What did you find?
Sorry, can't go into detail. Let's just say that thanks to yours truly, what happened to Jake Hurley won't be a mystery much longer.
You lie, Tino. Yeah, he knows nothing.
Do you think I could take a closer look at that cougar statue?
What, that cigar clipper? Go ahead, take a look.
I'll bet I need this stone to build that thing in the diagram I found. But if I remove it now, Tina will know I'm onto something.
Nancy says out loud.
Interesting. I just wanted to get a good look at it, that's all.
What else can I do for you?
It's been great talking to you.
Don't mention it.
I permed my hair in middle school. It was a bad idea. I've never dyed my hair. I got highlights once also in middle school, and I did not like it at all. It basically just changed the color of my hair because I don't really have enough hair for highlights to actually do much besides just changing the color of my hair. So yeah, I haven't dyed my hair since. Yeah, make it free and recoup costs through ads. Totally. Which is what most mobile games do. Nancy gives Tino way too much credit. I know. He doesn't notice the globe, though? Right. Maybe Nancy's just, like, waiting until he looks away and then quickly grabs it.
Sup?
Sup?
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose, so I guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange. My vibes are never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
I'm confused. Are you a scientist or a psychic?
I happen to be both. What's commonly referred to as psychic phenomena is all a matter of energy. Just because we don't know where that energy is generated or how to measure it yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Trust me, either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
I like how he described that. Do you have a Discord so I can send cute kitty pics? Yes, please do, Stephanie. The Discord is linked in any of my most recent videos in the description below the video. Yes, please do.
No offense, but I don't believe you.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
He is picking up on those vibes. Those
that tool I saw in the
vibes.
caboose. I bet that's what you used to unscrew these bolts.
I mean, Nancy is pretty much always in danger, so I think John is probably onto something. Really like the background noise when talking to him. Me too. I feel like the sound design in this one is just done really well.
More pipes to connect.
She says that like it's like the worst task in the world, but it's honestly not that bad. This one in particular.
Here we go.
What, that took me 20 seconds, 15 seconds? It's really not that bad, Nancy. Hers website has been out of date for over 20 years now. One of the more legitimate in this universe, yeah. Ooh!
What is that?
Ooh. I mean, that did look like a woman dancing. Plus, there was like a slight moaning. So creepy. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Speaking of nope, anyone seen that trailer for the new Jordan Peele movie? I said, nope, I will not be seeing that because that looks terrifying. I'm sure it's going to be really good, but I cannot do it. It looks way too scary. Thanks so much for joining, Deanna. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Looks like Bubbles. It scared me so much when I was younger, too. A lot like Topham, but he's more credible, a lot nicer. Exactly.
Yes?
I found Lori. She's in the caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she wanted to see which of us would find her first.
And you won. Congratulations.
I'm also just very into Charlena's sweater, which I forgot to mention earlier, but it's a great sweater, and I would like it.
The others on the train, John Gray and that police detective, do you know them very well?
I don't know them at all. Needless to say, I don't watch television, so I've never even seen Mr. Gray before. Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
In other words, you don't think he deserves all the attention he's getting?
No. You and those two Boy Scouts you're with would make better detectives. Is that all, dear?
Greetings, 1080. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you today? Missed the last few streams. Love this game. Glad I could make it. Well, welcome.
Did you know that Lori wants to be a romance novelist?
Doesn't everyone?
Have you discussed any of her ideas with her?
No. Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
Charlena's a liar.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
My publisher thanks you.
Yay! Thank you, Stephanie. I'm so excited to see him. I just love, like, autumn colors, and that sweater is a perfect autumn sweater.
What's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
You found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose, and as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece in which he leaves clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are extremely obtuse.
You found Lori, you got the letter with all the clues. Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Want any help?
Are you kidding? You bet I do.
Now you're talking.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Doing great. How are you? I'm doing great. I love this game. Always have a happy time when I get to play this one.
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
Steam and Big Fish going strong, yes. I love when Steam does big sales, because then I can get lots of new games. And feel better about it.
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location. Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
I smell plagiarism. Joe is salty. We love a salty Joe.
If the engineer had any surviving relatives, we may be in luck.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her.
I really like Charlena, and I think the reason is basically because of her sweater. Agreed.
I found a diagram for some kind of contraption that Jake designed, but to operate it, you need his pickaxe and some kind of lamp or lantern, which it looks like he gave to somebody named Buell.
Buell? Joe, show her!
Show her what?
That old picture we found!
Okay.
We found this on the bookshelf. See? Buell's Supplies and Pawn Shop. That's gotta be the same Buell Jake gave his axe and lantern to.
Yeah, 100 years ago. And the guy was a pawnbroker, Frank. The stuff's probably long gone.
Or maybe it's still somewhere in Copper Gorge.
Well, that's where we're headed, so let's just hope for the best.
Right.
I absolutely agree, Ryan. This particular version of Frank is probably my biggest Nancy Drew crush.
See you soon.
You know where to find us.
I've always thought he's so handsome in this. And I just love his personality in it, too. Oh, hi, guys. Sorry. Continue with what you're doing. I always forget about this gem until, like, the last minute. It's very hidden. Unless it's to get lost. Used a fan theory. Fan theories are often, I mean, pretty fantastic.
Engineer, this better be Miss Gerard.
Well, actually...
Forget it.
But I found her now. Now can we chat and just be like pals? The voice of Frank voiced a ton of other Nancy Drew characters, and I was shooketh. It's so funny how many of the voice actors do so many of the voices. And then once you know, you can totally hear it. But until you know, it's like, wow. I want to find the button that Lori steps on. Hi guys, sorry. I'm trying to find the button. Do I have to find it from here? Ah, there it is.
This must be how Lori disappeared.
So cool. I never knew you could find that until years ago. Okay, we have 3 of the gemstones. We need the purple one, which I don't think we can get until Tino goes away. Ooh, I am with you there. Rude, but not in the Minette way.
More questions?
How would I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly well, during my next break, I'll log onto my archives at home and see what I can turn up.
That'd be great, thank you.
Whoever invented the cellular modem, that's whom you should thank, dear.
Theory creator wasn't credited anywhere? Oh, man.
I should get going.
All right, then.
That's a bummer. The engineer's so rude. He is. We just want to chat. Just want to be your pal. Physical copies only, yeah. Greetings, Ariana. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Did we already play Secret of the Old Clock this summer? That was actually the last stream. We just played Secret of the Old Clock. Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine? No way. Anton Sukov. Harlan Bishop. Okay, I can totally hear Harlan. Casey Porterfield. I love Casey. Andy Jason, Shorty Thurmond, Hugh and Alan Penvlin. Wow. Huh. That actor's really good. Because you usually can like hear some overlap in the voices. Can't hear overlap in those voices. That's so cool. A secret passageway we don't get to explore in a Nancy Drew game? I know, we just get to look at it. And Johnny Roll. Yes. That one I could definitely hear. Let's see. Okay, we still can't do this. Where are some of the... We're missing some of the gemstones still.
I saw a bunch of weird glowing lights outside the window of the sleeping car.
Really? Actually, I'm not surprised.
Oh, last stream was Ransom of the Seven Ships. I sometimes block it out. All of the puzzles. Secret of the Old Clock was the one before that, right? It was very recent.
Charlena said Jake Hurley used to see them too, only he attributed them to his dead wife, Camille.
They're probably some form of piezoelectricity. See, my guess is quartz crystals in the ground are being compressed as the train passes over them, and the resulting voltage, called piezoelectricity, is manifesting itself as glowing lights, probably because of some quirk in the train's shape or in the composition of the metals used in its construction. It was custom built, remember?
Yeah, the passage is just a way to get behind the bar, but it's actually kind of a clever way to connect the two rooms. Kind of a sneaky way.
So it's a natural phenomenon, not a ghostly one?
Take it from me. Old Mother Nature was capable of some pretty scary stuff.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
I love, too, that, like, John Gray is so honest when things aren't hauntings. Like, he's not just trying to convince everyone that everything is a haunting. He's very reasonable, like, oh no, that's probably a natural phenomenon. I think that's what definitely makes him seem more credible, too, is that he's very open about what he thinks is or is not natural versus supernatural, which is cool.
Hello?
Hi, Beth.
Hey, what's going on?
Lori gave me a letter that Jake Hurley wrote to his niece, telling her how to find his gold mine.
If Lori knows where the mine is, why doesn't she just make a beeline for it?
Because apparently Jake was too paranoid to tell his niece outright where it was. So he filled the letter with all these weird, obscure clues. I don't think Lori could make heads or tails of them. I know I barely can.
Sounds like when he lost his wife, Jake may have lost a few marbles as well.
The name of the company that made Jake's wife's dancing shoes is too faded to read. But to find Jake's mine, I need to know what it is.
Hey, I know what you can do. Take a picture of them with your cell phone, then send it to us, and we'll check them out for you.
But I thought you guys had to paint Bess's room.
Boring. Besides, we're going to have to take a break soon because we're almost out of paint.
Probably because Bess has gotten more on me than she has on the walls.
Anyway, send us a picture of the shoes via cell phone as soon as you can.
Actually, I already sent you a picture of the shoes.
Well then, hey, we're on it.
Ah, you guys are the greatest.
I know. Need anything else?
That's such a good point, Hippogriff. So, like, who had the most luggage, do you think, when they were getting on the train? Was it John Gray with all of his ghost hunting equipment, or was it Lori? Because she's Lori.
Tino Balducci definitely has a thing for Lori Gerard.
Really? Ooh, I bet the tabloids would love to hear that.
What's more, I get the feeling Lori feels the same way about him.
You mean there's some kind of mutual attraction thing going on between them?
Something's going on between them. I'm not really sure what.
We'll find out. I mean, that's a mystery worth pursuing. To heck with this Jake Hurley stuff.
You'd give up the possibility of finding gold for gossip, Bess?
For gossip this good? Oh yeah.
Catch you later.
Okay.
Yes, Jonah von Spreeken. Greetings, Sully. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Crazy week at work because 20 people at your store are out sick with COVID. Oh my gosh, Sully. Well, stay safe. I am so sorry. That sounds extremely stressful. Lori. Definitely Tino. He's got a lot of clothes and self-care things hidden away. He's too vain not to. Good point. Tino also probably has a ton of luggage. I vote Lori. Paris Hilton parodies have to be fabulous like that. I want fabulous. That is my simple request. Oh, we can do this. But I have to look it up because Nancy refused to write it down. Secretly, it's Joe with the most luggage plot twist. I like that. Could definitely be Joe. Okay. Last train. Oh, guys, I finished Where the Crawdads Sing last night. I loved it, and now I'm super excited to see the movie. I don't know how good the movie will be. I'm curious to see how they're going to adapt it, but I really liked the book. Anyone else have any really good reads lately? I'm starting The Song of Achilles next, since I loved Circe so much. Go, thank you. Aha!
Looks like a pattern for some kind of dance step. Maybe I'd better keep this.
Tino does a Vogue go to bed with me routine. Oh my gosh. I would absolutely watch that. That sounds hilarious. Really, they shouldn't need that much luggage because they wear the same clothes every day. Good point.
Wilson Carbide and Acetylene Works.
Okay, so this is the lamp.
Always your friend, Thomas Wilson.
So Nancy can probably take the carbide behind Tino now, can't she? She refuses to take the gemstone in front of him.
Just what I need to make that lamp I found work.
But she will take the carbide. That was one thing, honestly, about the Miss Clue games that I did kind of enjoy, is that they let Jane sometimes change outfits, which was kind of fun. I'm still missing a slug. Whereas, like, Nancy just wears the same thing. You read that so quickly. I read the last 150 pages last night because once I hit the trial, it was just, I needed to know what happened, which is, I think, a really clever structure. We have always lived in the castle. It may be my favorite book ever. Oh my gosh, I love that title. What kind of story is it? Like, is it mystery, romance? What are we thinking? Train ride is 48 hours with no AC or shower. Ooh. No thanks, that sounds uncomfortable. Take the gems, true. How to Invent Everything, which is a funny retelling of the development of civilization. That sounds so cool. One of your childhood friends published her first book a couple of years ago, and you're finally starting it. It's been really good so far. That is so cool. Very exciting. I wonder if Bess and George have the name. Chaussette Chatoyance.
Hello?
Me again. Just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command, but hang on to your hat. The name is a real mouthful. The shoes were made by Chaussette Chatoyance, Chausssettees, Chatoyantez. That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, that was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussette Chatoyance. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
Catch you later.
Okay.
Court of Silver Flames from the ACOTAR series. Oh, that sounds cool. Fantasy, I'm guessing.
Whoa! Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
Yeah, it is Ray Marie.
Question is, did somebody throw the brake? Or something?
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
She changes her clothes in The Captive Curse too, but not by choice. That's being generous depending upon when they left. That's true. Ooh, a little bit horror, but also social commentary, natural witchcraft, murder. I can handle murder mysteries in books. If I can read it, then it's less scary to me than it is to watch.
Who was the next person on the scene?
John Gray. Then Balducci came bursting through one door while Frank and the engineer came through the other. Boy, was that guy ticked. He said the train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
Greetings, Decent. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Rentero Fan Club. A dress-up challenge in Danger by Design? Yeah, that would have been so fun.
There's no way Lori could have thrown the brake, unless she had someone else do it.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
Ah, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
Oh, that's cool, Rachel. Wish I could write a book, but I have no idea what I'd even write about. I know there's so many options. And it feels like so much has already been done, too. Loveless by Alice Oseman. Asexual, aromantic main character written by the creator of Heartstopper, TV show on Netflix. I think I've heard of that. That sounds really good. Fanfics. Nancy pulls the brake, she dies. That's what I was just thinking, Dragon Slayer. Like, who pulled the brake and didn't bonk their head like Nancy?
More questions?
Would you like to see the letter that Lori gave me as a reward for finding her?
The one in which Jake Hurley supposedly tells his niece how to find his lost mine? No, thank you. I happily leave it to you to try to solve the mystery of his disappearance. You can afford to look foolish, dear. I can't.
Ooh. Fairies, random European mythology mixed in. Fun! Rough writing of a game. It's definitely fun to play around with that kind of script structure. Fanfics, yes. Charlena is the ultimate villain to chaos. Nothing phases her. This is so true.
Do you have a theory as to who pulled the emergency brake?
Well, I know it wasn't me. I assume it wasn't you, and I highly doubt it was Lori. So that leaves those two friends of yours, Mr. Gray and Mr. Balducci.
Right, Alyssa. Why not the fashion game?
What do you think their motive was?
I don't know about your friends, but perhaps those other two simply thought it would be fun. Boys will be boys.
It would be fun.
Were you able to find the name of Jake's train engineer?
I came across 3 references to the fact that Jake had an engineer, but I'm afraid none of them included his name. I failed. Sorry.
Oh, Decent. Thank you so much for the Vibe super sticker. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much for that support. Hopefully I catch the endgame at lunch for an hour and a half. Awesome! Is about Mark Twain. Yes, Emma.
Aren't you even going to try finding out what happened to Jake Hurley?
No time. The only reason I haven't insisted that Lori release me from all this silliness is there's always the possibility that what happened to him has the makings of a bestseller. Although I highly doubt it.
That's so awesome, Zach. I love it when I find an author where I can just read anything that they write, and I just know I'll love it. That's such a good feeling.
Why are you so sure that Jake's story wouldn't make a bestseller?
His story is an all-too common one. A man wanders off into the desert in search of gold and never returns. Why? He either doesn't have enough food or water, or he encounters hostile natives.
What about his wife, Camille, dying on the train like that?
That does make the story a little more interesting. She probably died of something mundane like pneumonia or even measles. Now, if it was wintertime when she died, and they were in the mountains, Jake no doubt kept her body on the train for months before he buried her, which is rather delicious in a morbid sort of way.
Not an excuse, Charlena. Charlena explaining criminal offenses. Closest we get to dress up in Danger by Design is making the crazy outfits for Prudence. Ugh, and they are wild outfits.
How do you think Jake's engineer wound up dead on the train in the middle of nowhere?
My guess is the engineer got tired of waiting for Jake to return, took off in the train to get help, and died of a heart attack along the way. After which, the train rolled to a stop in Blue Moon Canyon. Anyone experienced enough to single-handedly run a steam engine would have been quite a bit older than Jake.
I should get going.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. Out of my sight, peon. How does she keep her computer charged for the whole game? That's the real mystery. You know, that is a great point. That is the real mystery. Yeah, Phantom of Venice is the one game where we could dress up, but they aren't, like, real clothes either.
What's up?
So are you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not only am I getting some real unusual EMRs, that's electromagnetic readings, but take a look at this.
Frankly, I'm not into this ghost stuff, so I think I'll pass.
No problem. Need something else?
Well, I'll catch you later.
Pleasure talking to you.
Chaos Nancy has no time for ghost stuff. He was really polite about it. Spare batteries? How are the pipes connected between each carriage? That's a mystery. This is very true.
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mine.
That's right. You can read it if you want.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look.
You're the egomaniac, self-insecure man around here.
I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in pans under the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
Honestly, if the train had electricity and Wi-Fi, that'd be pretty amazing. Greetings, Tuan. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Charlena would be more upset about the emergency brake because her computer falling off. Yeah, no kidding.
Lori says she found this letter in a wastebasket.
Exactly where it belongs.
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that were any help, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Oh, good grief. Useless. The train professional who did not find her.
So you have no idea who threw the brake?
Whoa, I didn't say that. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the brake? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can ya?
Oh, almost 10 p.m. Oh my goodness. Would you happen to know when your next stream is? Yes, the next stream will be this Wednesday, and it's going to be an evening stream for me, starting probably at like 6 p.m. We'll be playing Secret of Shadow Ranch. I hope you have a good night.
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
Casey Jones. Oh, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Love it.
But couldn't someone else have dropped that thermometer?
Please. Who's the top cop here, huh? Who's the world-famous detective? You? I know what I'm doing, sweetheart. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
But...
You've been a big help.
Anything for a fellow detective.
But Nancy is a world-famous detective. And you planted evidence. Tino.
Jake said a pickaxe goes here.
Planting evidence. Not cool. Tino. The worthless detective. I know. I always think about that too, Aspie, when Tino says fellow detective, and I'm like, oh no! Tino, that's my bit. Okay, 1, 2. Good point, Zibbertech. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait. 1, and then the right foot goes up, and then the left foot goes to the side. Right foot goes to meet it. Left foot steps to the side again. Right foot goes 2 down. Left foot goes down. Meets it. And then right foot and then left foot. Okay. So, let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I love the little tapping noises too. Somehow this man still got hired to work the wolf case. Yay! That's the tourmaline, I think? You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out.
Guess Camille liked to collect dolls.
Chaussette Chatoyance. So CH would be Chantilly Hildegard, which I think is the one with the red ribbon. AU, CHAU would be Awful Ursula. Chauzette's SS, Sickly Sarah, which I think is, yes, this one. E.T., Edna the Terrible. Whichever one says Mama. I'm gonna find the one that says Mama. That one. Edna the Terrible. And then it's T.E., Teddy Eberhardt, which is the guy in the plaid. Rockin' a kilt. Tourmaline is one of my fave gems. Yes. Nope. Too many dolls for your taste? Actually, Nancy is world famous, so... the doll faces right there is horrifying. Yeah, I've been thankful for that too, Ray Marie. This puzzle always creeps me out. SHAUSSETTE and then ES, Eliza Sandberger, which I think is this one. So Chauzette's Chatoyance. Chausette Chatoyant. CH again? Let's see. That's... Chatoyance. Chausette Chatoyance. How do you spell the end? Oh, I thought I could do this without my detective notebook. See the new Sims high school trailer? Yes. I'm obsessed. I am so excited. I cannot wait for that. I have wanted active school in The Sims since The Sims has existed. I love this puzzle. They put so many small clues throughout to create a really complex puzzle. I love this puzzle too. This is one of my favorites. I love when we have the puzzles that build over time using clues from the environment in a very natural way. Okay, so CHAUSSETTE. Oh, SC. Yes? CHAUSSET, Teddy Eberhardt, and then CS, Sadie Crawford. Which one is Sadie Crawford? Was she? No, Thomasina O'Neill was the one who missed her hair, so I think this is Sadie Crawford. And then Hagar Anderson, his buddy in his suspenders. And Thomasina O'Neill is the one missing a chunk of hair. And then Yawning Alice. Naughty Tina is the one with the broken skull. And then ES is Eliza Sandberger. So maybe it's... Sadie Crawford was the one with the missing shoes? Wait, okay. Chantilly Hildegard. Maybe this is Chantilly Hildegard? There we go. There we go. the exact same makeup box as Abby. Ugh. Dropping things. Pre-ordered the pack yesterday. Yay! Haven't been this excited for a Sims pack in a very long time. I know. I mean, I'm always excited for Sims content, but this pack is exactly what I want out of gameplay. Usually it's like, oh, I'm super into the build buy items. And the gameplay looks pretty cool, but for this I'm like, oh my gosh, the gameplay. Give it to me immediately. Love the puzzles and clues throughout the train. Just don't like scary dolls. You have a glass doll too. Your grandma gave it to you when you were little. Creeped me out and I was sad. I really couldn't play with it. My grandma had, or has, I don't know if she still has, in her guest room in her house, a huge collection of dolls. So like whoever stayed in the guest room had to sleep surrounded by dolls just staring at you. Which I always thought was quite funny. Okay, I think we need to get this to add up to 4, don't we? Oh. Square first. What do we have to get it to add up to? Not 2. Not 8. I thought it was 4. Maybe it's not, though. But we can... Pardon me. We have 5. I'm gonna go look at the sampler. OG Sims back in the day. You got mail. Gotta love the dial-up days. Craziness. Pack makes you excited because they're listening to the fans. Fans have wanted something for teens for so long. Exactly. They're doing a really good job lately of like really taking the fans into consideration. So the, okay, duck is 1 and the square is 4? Yes, okay, square is 4, duck is 1. I can do that. Do you know if they're working on Sims 5 or are they settled with Sims 4? From what I have heard, Sims 5 is in development, but there are still, the team has said that there's still many years of content to come out for Sims 4. Then I have to get 1 though. So if I do to get 3, 4, and then 1. 7, 4. Clearly missing something here. 4. No. No. 4. Why can't I figure out how to get 1? I feel like this usually doesn't take me this long. There we go.
With any luck, I just opened the stove in the dining car.
There we go. Had The Sims 3 and the Cats and Dogs expansion for Xbox 360. Miss being able to control the pets like humans. Made it a little easier to care for them. It definitely did make it easier to care for them. I get what they're saying about how it makes it feel more realistic, like they're more actually like pets if you can't control them, because then they just do their own thing like pets do, but I totally get what you're saying. Greetings, Maria. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Been a slow day at work? Well, welcome. More mystery stories you could play. We need more of that. I am always down for a mystery. It's funny that the fingerprints are there even before the emergency brake gets pulled. It's kind of funny.
James Thurston.
I hereby agree to pay James Thurston the sum of $9 a week plus room and board in return for his services as the engineer of my train. Okay.
Nancy, you missed it.
Missed what?
The argument of the century.
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Oh, come on. You heard them. They were ready to tear each other to shreds.
Who?
Charlena and Lori.
All we heard was the tail end of it, and unfortunately, we really couldn't make out what they were saying.
So you don't know what they were arguing about?
No.
But whatever it was, both of them were absolutely out of their minds, livid.
And it would probably be a good idea to find out why.
Let me look into it. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You know where to find us.
Okay.
More questions?
What were you and Lori arguing about earlier today?
Lori and I? We weren't arguing. We were simply discussing a topic about which both of us are passionate, that's all.
You weren't angry?
No. And even if we were, that's really none of your business. I know that sounds harsh, but really, Nancy, eavesdropping is so tacky.
Actually, it was Frank and Joe Hardy who overheard you. They said I should talk to you before they gave me all the gory details, but since you obviously don't want to tell me your side of the story, I'll just have to get the scoop from them.
No, you don't have to do that. A storyline that Lori submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never received compensation for it. She's reading the book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked.
She freaked. Arrows, that's so exciting. Good luck at your interview. You'll do amazing. Still can't unimagine Charlena and Lori boxing over this issue.
You stole one of her ideas?
She had no business sending me unsolicited material. But technically, yes. Now, legally, she can't prove anything, and I'm certainly not about to admit anything. And it's not as if she needs the money. But that's what we were arguing about. For what it's worth, I'm going to talk to this producer I know to see if he'll cast Lori in his next movie. It'll help ease my conscience, and who knows? She could wind up being a star. I mean, she is blonde.
Well, I'll let you go.
All right, then.
Yet another argument Nancy wasn't able to see. Greetings, Mari. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? One of your favorite games on your birthday. Happy birthday. That's so exciting. Nancy is known for eavesdropping. Plagiarism. I love how, like, rude about it at first, too, and, like, how high horse about it Charlena is until Nancy's just like, well, actually, it wasn't me eavesdropping, and I can get the information regardless, so... You want to be more open or not?
Hey, glad you stopped in. You gotta listen to this.
If it concerns something ghostly, I'd rather not.
No problem.
That's so interesting. See, I always let him, like, share his things with me, but the game, like, doesn't even, like, let you do it if you say, meh. That's so interesting.
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. When I went through the box I'd packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints, and now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
You just admitted to stealing Lori's idea, Charlena.
Have you been in this room the whole time you've been on the train?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
Any truth to the rumor that your show's about to be canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other questions?
Thanks for the chat.
Take care.
Chaos Nancy. Yeah, I never knew it was an option either. Chaos Nancy is choosing all the things that I don't usually choose, and therefore I'm getting some pretty unique situations that I've never seen in the games before.
That looks just like the stuff John Gray has his thermometers packed in.
Dino's a horrible person.
What's going on?
You're the one who pulled that emergency brake, aren't you?
Me? What, are you joking?
You stole one of John Gray's thermometers and planted it at the scene.
You're just some teenage nobody. I don't have to listen to this.
You're right, you don't. Neither do the other passengers. But unless you give me a good reason not to, I think I'll tell them anyway.
Look, maybe I was a little hasty, pointing a finger at the ghost guy like that. Maybe all those lies people have been spreading are starting to get to me. Maybe I thought it would help if I got a little positive press by solving a crime aboard a haunted train. Maybe I apologize. And, maybe you can see fit not to let any of this go beyond this room?
Well, no harm done, I guess.
Great. Well, what else can I do for you?
Go apologize to John.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Don't mention it.
Greetings, Panda. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? These dolls are nightmare fuel. Yeah, they're a little spooky, aren't they? Nancy's blackmailing everyone. Greetings, Hannah-char. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Really wish they expanded on this game. It is so good. Such a fan.
I wonder if that eagle has something to do with the eagle in that painting in the dining car.
It does, but I only have 5 of these slugs. I need 1 more. Do I now have all of the gems? No, I'm missing the one from Tino, which I can't get until we get to Copper Gorge. I need his pickaxe, I need the lamp, I have the fuel, I have 5 of the gems. I also need his, like, telescope thing. Obviously lying voice.
Yes?
I hear that Tino and you used to be an item.
How did you know that?
So it's true?
We went out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have to ask him.
Guess I better get to work.
I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save again. Take a quick water bottle refill, bathroom break. Yes. Okay. Follow the drama. Greetings, Minutes to Dawn. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Remember when this game first came out? It was and is still so good. Thank you for playing it. Definitely in my top 5. Oh, absolutely. Love this game. John Gray is the coolest character in this game besides the Hardy Boys. John Gray is awesome. Alright, I will be right back.
Twice in one stream? Twice in one stream? Oh, we better say hello then. Huh? What do you think? Yes. Yes. She's purring. And she smells so good. Sort of thought she'd be back since the first time was so short. Oh, the purse. Oh, the purse. Yeah. Look, they're so happy to see you. They're so happy to see you. Kitty Kim. Kitty Kim. All done? But you're still purring. How about you lay down? You want to hang out? You can stay. You can stay if you want. We love the cuddly queen. Sweet cat. The queen is back. Bows. Kitty. Beautiful girl. Bath time? We'll see if she leaves or if she stays. Should I stay or should I go? Okay. What have we not done yet? We found the map. To locate the mine on the map, you'll need my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly. Okay, so we have James Thurston. To retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an order. Look in Camille's dancing shoes, name of their maker, perform her favorite step. She has 4 words for you, words that when translated into numbers and used in combination will help power my projector. She's taken them with her to her grave. Go to Copper Gorge, so we still have to do that. The train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave. And indeed, she never has. Okay, so I think we've basically done everything except get the Hardy Boys to be like, hey, we've found Buell or something.
Yes?
Guess I better get to work.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
I think that's the next thing we have to do is get that to trigger. You can stay and watch the stream, Queen Mel. Get pics of Molly and Barney on your phone. I can put them on the Discord if you want to see my babies. Please do. I love seeing everyone's fur babies in the pet feed on the channel Discord. I love it. She's still here. She's just taking a little bath right down there. Okay, so maybe we talk to Frank and Joe. Let's see what they have to say. Ratatouille is resting atop his tree in the other room. Mr. Ratatouille. That is such a great name for a cat. I am in love with that. I love how cats open doors. The little paw. It's so cute.
More questions?
I should get going.
Let me know if you run across anything juicy.
She's left, so I'm gonna close the door so I don't end up disturbing Mr. WizardKitten. I can sometimes speak loudly during these streams, and my voice tends to carry. They're scripted to talk about Lori and Charlena first. That makes sense.
Hey, how's it going?
I think I know the name of Jake Hurley's engineer. James Thurston.
Great! What else do you know about him?
Well, nothing.
Good.
Good?
Yeah, finding out more about him will give us something to do. We'll look into it.
Talk to you later.
You better.
You got a new cat named Fa the other day. She looks like Queen Mel, but more white. Oh, yay!
Back already?
See you later.
If you need anything, just let us know.
I need to, know about James Thurston. We named him Ratatouille because he came to us as Rat, and he looks very elegant until he starts moving. So we gave him a name that's a French word, but a stupid one. That's an amazing story. I love that.
Hey, how's it going?
Were you able to find anything out about Jake's engineer, that James Thurston guy?
Good news and bad news. The good news is he had a wife in Copper Gorge, so he may have had children.
The bad news is our internet service provider stopped providing before we could use our cell phones to find out anything else.
That's okay. We can do more checking when we get to Copper Gorge.
Right.
Yay! Next chapter. It's like a novel that's broken up into different parts with like little chapters within each part. I love it so much. Fast researchers, right? Have I officially said hello yet, Tanya? If not, welcome to stream. So good to see you. Yay, Copper Gorge. The Copper Fork. Copper Gorge Station and the Copper Gorge Museum. Fatima.
Hey there! Welcome to Buell's Old Time Taffy House. Come on over here. Welcome, stranger. Listen, you by any chance get here on that private train what's parked out yonder?
As a matter of fact, yes, I did.
There's a rumor going around that Charlena Purcell's on board. Is that true?
As a matter of fact, yes, it is.
Hot dang if that don't beat all. I've read every single book that gal's ever written. Best writer whatever lived. Did she get off the train too?
I don't think so. She's pretty busy.
Charlena Purcell herself right here in Copper Gorge, breathing the same air as me. Hot dang! Well, welcome, little missy. Go on in and take a gander at what life was like during the heyday of Copper Gorge whilst you sample some of our delicious homemade saltwater taffy.
I honestly love those hoodies. I want one of those hoodies, Fatima. Also, the magazines over here are the same ones that are in Joanna's office in Secret of the Scarlet Hand. On break, yay! Best character, love Fatima.
Sample? As in free sample?
Some daffy on a stick will cost you 2 tokens, which you can get by winning both those games over there.
How much does it cost to play them?
Well, ain't you the little penny pincher? Fact of the matter is they're free. Less you go messing with the artifacts I got in here. Do that and you'll be headfirst in the nearest snowdrift before you know what hit you.
But that doesn't mean that the games aren't still free. It just means you're kicking me out. Why did the tracks do that zigzag at the end? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I love them so much. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife Fatima. Fatima's such a fan. You can get the hoodies on Etsy. Yeah, and didn't her interactive store stock them at some point? Honestly, that could be embroidered fairly easily. And the company that I worked with, the small business that I worked with for my merch, does a lot of embroidery projects where you don't need to have a minimum, so I could just do like an individual Copper Gorge. I'm highly tempted.
Are you Buell?
Do I sound like a Buell to you?
Sorry, the costume kind of, threw me off.
Oh, right. Sometimes I forget I'm wearing this thing. Buell was my great-great-uncle. This building used to be his general store. During the glory days back in the 1880s, he commenced a pawnbrokering. So the miners Copper Gorge was crawling with back then could raise some cash to pay for grub and tools and such. But pretty soon, the mining boom went bust. And there was Uncle Buell, stuck with a whole store full of junk. Only it wasn't junk to him. Debris from lost lives and broken dreams is what he called it. Couldn't bring himself to get rid of it. So, he passed it on to his kin. My great-granddaddy's the one who come up with the idea of turning the place into a tourist attraction.
Snootsonian. Isn't that great? I love it when she's mean. If you didn't get paid for your detective work, you'd be looking to save some money too, right?
Do you by any chance have any of Jake Hurley's things in here?
Jake who?
Hurley. He was a miner. I think he may have left a lamp and a pickaxe with your great-great-uncle.
Never heard of him. Of course, that don't mean his stuff's not here. Just means you're just gonna have to look around and see for yourself. But remember, Susie Q, don't touch.
The bobble eyes get me every time.
It was fun talking to you.
Be right here if you got any questions.
They just roll around in her head.
Looks like to get some taffy on a stick, I'm going to need 2 different tokens.
Obsessed with the duffel bags. Yes. Still deciding between Waverly, Whale World, and Manette's House of Design. Ugh. That's the thing, is it's so hard to choose. I want them all. Okay, so my strategy for this game... Don't try. And it's working out super well for me. Usually it works a lot better than this. Okay, that strategy's even worse. Pew. 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 Maybe it's like right there? Maybe the S? Is that the sweet spot? Yeah, maybe the S. Maybe it's not all the way down, but right about at the S. Oh, it was! Okay, well there we go. I found the sweet spot. Do I look? How is this museum not gone out of business? She must, like, own it, and therefore, like, not have to pay, basically, anything, like a mortgage or anything else. But yeah, even just, like, running the electricity or something. Okay, everyone. Which horse? Green, white, blue, red, or yellow? First one I see in chat is the first one I'm going with. Second one is the second one I'm going to go with, because if we win on the first try, I will eat my hat. Do we get to eat any taffy? Yes? Red. Okay. I saw red first, and then I saw green. And I saw red again. Go, horsey, go. Oh, no. No, horsey, no. Darn it. Rats. It really is just random. Like, we could be here a while. Green. Now watch the red. Go green horse. Go green horse. No, it's the yellow one. No. Okay, let's do red again. Red did better this time. Oh, oh, oh. Red horse? No, green horse. Come on. Rats. Okay, blue. Let's try blue. Blue horse. Blue horse. Go blue horse. You can do it. Yeah, it's a good thing this one is free, because this one is just a money pit. Oh, come on. Okay, we're going back to red.
And I lose.
Which is the one who just won. So maybe it can win 2 in a row? Red horse, red horse, red horse, red horse, red horse, red horse. No! Dang it. Okay. Yellow horse. Yeah, it has to be a money pit. Maybe Fatima is independently wealthy. And nobody knows about it. Yellow horse, yellow horse. No, come on. The yellow horse led for a second. Okay, blue. Blue horse. Blue horse, blue horse, blue horse.
Loser.
Okay, what was next in my list? Yellow? It's whatever shows up first on my end. And I'm just going in order of the list that you guys suggested. Because that is as scientific of a system as it would be otherwise. Red. Red horse. Come on. Ugh.
And I lose.
Does blue seem to be winning the most? Yellow for Hufflepuff? Maybe I'm just gonna keep going with red now. Red has won before. Literally the last place horse. No! Come on, go! Go, horsey! We'd be horrible at Twitch Plays Pokemon. Finally. That's about typical. That's about how long that usually takes me.
This looks just like the insignia I saw on the train. I'll bet this was Jake's trunk. If this was his trunk, maybe the pickaxe and lamp that I need are inside.
You ain't touching anything over there, are you, missy?
Oops, I'd better go ask permission before I mess with this.
You aren't touching anything, are you? No. 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 I would never. Nancy would never touch things that don't belong to her and then steal them and keep them forever. That garden gnome in my yard definitely didn't steal that from Castle Malloy. No.
You still here?
Fatima has a whole pawn shop of antiques to auction off on eBay. There you go. Maybe that's it.
Do you know what's in that old trunk over there?
Why? You ain't been fooling with it, have you?
Oh, no, of course not. No, I just thought it might contain the lamp and pickaxe that I asked you about before.
Well, if it does, you can forget about him, 'cause it's locked. None of my kin have ever been able to figure out how to open it. Not even my cousin Alvin, and he went to junior college.
That's true, Alexandra. Maybe it's like a historical site.
Would it be okay if I tried to open it?
Well, now, I certainly ain't gonna let you break it open if that's what you're getting at.
Oh, no, I would never use force, believe me. But in order to try to get it open, I would have to, touch it.
Nope, sorry, not gonna happen, little missy. Unless...
Unless?
Tell you what, you get Charlene Purcell to come in here so's I can shake her hand, and I'll let you fiddle with that trunk till the cows come home.
Oh my gosh, I love the visual of Fatima, like, having to jump over the counter in the costume.
But Charlena is very busy. What if she won't come?
Then I guess you'd just be out of luck.
No, actually, you will be.
Now, how do you figure that?
Well, if you were to just meet her, you'd have nothing to show for it. Afterwards, she'd go her way and you go yours, and that would be it. But if you were to, say, get her autograph, well, then you'd have something to hang on the wall and brag about.
Okay. Make it so's I can meet her and get her autograph.
Oh, but the thing is, she's on a deadline, and if you take her away from her writing, she may fall behind. And if she falls behind, her publisher may pull the plug. And if her publisher pulls the plug, it could ruin her career. Do you really want to risk ruining Charlena Purcell's career?
Good heavens, of course not. All right, you just get me Charlena's autograph, and you got a deal. Just make sure she uses my name. I want it real personal-like.
You bet. And your name is?
Fatima, with an F. None of that weirdo PH stuff.
Okay, Fatima. I'll be right back.
None of that weirdo PH stuff. Icon. Yes, removing the giant head to fistfight someone. I would have loved a second chance where she throws us in a snowdrift. That would have made me very happy. A lot of hoops for that one. Yeah, she's really selling her argument, isn't she? You don't want to be responsible for ruining her entire career, do you?
More questions?
I met a huge fan of yours in town who'd really, really like your autograph. An autographed picture would be even better.
Imagine that. Me having fans way out here in the boonies. Well, I'm sure I have a picture around here somewhere. But what I don't have is a pen. Usually I just ask my assistant for one.
I have a pencil here somewhere.
A pencil won't do, dear. It has to be ink. See if you can borrow a pen from somebody.
Unfortunately, I know exactly who I have to borrow a pen from. But he's really annoying. And I'd rather not talk to him. Nothing wrong with a PH in your name. Exactly. Don't meet your heroes, yeah. Dangerous game.
Nancy had a pen in Game 7, but not in Game 13. Why? What writer doesn't carry around a pen? Yeah, in this one, Nancy's all like, no, I carry pencils. She is very particular from game to game about whether it's a pen or a pencil.
What's going on?
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
When people start answering them honestly, I do.
I dumped her, okay? I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
Guess I'll just have to go talk to Lori again.
You are incredibly irritating, you know that? I dumped her because people said going out with her would make me look bad. Said she was a joke, that no one took her seriously. Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling.
Did you ever tell Lori any of this?
No. Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore.
Too bad.
Still don't feel like talking.
Darn it. I need your pen. Could say the same about you, mister. This is why Tino had an opinion on Charlena's books. Oh, yeah, there you go. Lori probably talked about them. Good point. Leaping lizards reminds you of sitting at Cracker Barrel with your cousins. That's so sweet. I love that. I've only ever eaten in a why can't I say it? Cracker Barrel once, but it was delicious food.
Still don't feel like talking.
Yes, you do. Give me your pen. Tino, give me your pen. Do it or I'm gonna fight ya. And it won't be pretty. No one takes you seriously with or without Lori.
Before you say anything, I just want to say thank you.
For what?
Tino came to see me. He said you'd made him realize what a jerk he'd been for dumping me, and then he asked me out. Isn't that great? He said he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He thinks we make the perfect couple.
Well, I can't argue with him there.
So what do you want?
Would you happen to have a pen I could borrow?
A pen? A pen. Do I have a pen? Nope, afraid not. Sorry.
Bye.
I'll be waiting.
The way she said that made it sound like she had to think for a second what a pen was. A pen? A pen. A pen. He did what? When? He can apparate. Had to do some errands now at Denny's. Love it. Welcome back.
I can't stay mad at a fellow detective. What do you need?
Your pen.
Do you by any chance have a pen I could borrow?
Why, I'm surprised at you. Don't you know that every detective should carry a pen?
Actually, I carry a pencil.
Well, as it happens, I got lots of pens. Tell you what, if you can play that Leaping Lizards game I found over there and do better than I did when I played it, which shouldn't be that hard seeing as how smart you are, I'll give you a pen. What do you say?
I think I'll pass.
Suit yourself.
If your offer's still open, could I try to win that pen from you now?
You bet. Okay, the object of the game is to get rid of as many lizards as you can by jumping them with other lizards until you can't jump anymore. Last time I played, I wound up with just 5 lizards. If you can wind up with only 4, the pen's yours.
It might have been a sincere compliment. It might have been the closest thing to a sincere compliment, at least. Okay. Let's see. I either do really well at this on the first try, or I then back myself into a corner. And it kind of looks like I'm going to do the latter and back myself into a corner. Oh, yep. Yeah, this is not going to go well. I'm just getting them all stuck. Yep, knew it.
You lost. Guess you're not so smart after all. Try again.
Well, sure.
Guess you're not so smart after all. Used to play this game while camping. It's so funny because often when you see these games around, they say on them, like, if you can get one left, then your IQ is this. And it's like, that's not how IQ tests work. That's not even remotely how IQ tests work. This is definitely something that you can get better at practice after you've figured out what the strategy is. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. This will leave me with 3. That's good.
I did it! I won!
Talk about luck. Here's your pen.
Again, it's not luck, it's practice.
What else can I do for you?
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Don't mention it.
It's exactly the kind of game that you just happen to get better at if you do it enough times. There's a difference between luck and learning, Tino Balducci. Tino makes me violent. Not even my cousin Alvin, and he went to junior college. Yeah, Fatima's pretty fantastic. Sir, I will steal your kneecaps. Guess you're not so smart after all. Yeah, Tino. Talk to me in about 20 minutes after you've dug up an outhouse. Oh.
Have you found a pen so I can autograph that picture?
I got it from Tino. You can keep it. If you could have it say, to Fatima, that'd be great.
There you go. Anything else?
I'll touch bases with you later.
Remember, if it's juicy, I want to know about it.
Well, Tino and Lori dated. That's juicy information, isn't it? And they're back together now. Keep your shirt on, Tino. Honestly, Alyssa, that is an amazing point. Like, why doesn't Nancy at all times carry with her a fingerprinting kit, a lock-picking kit? She technically has a magnifying glass, as in it's like our pointer, but she doesn't, like, actually carry a physical magnifying glass. Where are your classic detective tools, Nancy? And a Swiss Army knife would be perfect. Peg Solitaire, very traditional puzzle. 2 variants, English and French, and you're playing the English variant right now. So what's the French variant?
Hey, Nancy.
There you are. We've been looking for you.
Yeah, you won't believe the lucky break we caught.
Lucky break? Hey, that was the result of good old-fashioned detective work.
It was the result of your insisting we stop for a cheeseburger.
Guys, what's going on?
Well, it turns out that a grandchild of Jake's engineer still lives around here.
What's more, he hangs out at the local diner. Comes in every day.
Apparently, he's pretty ancient.
Ah, and you found that out when you stopped there so Joe could get a hamburger.
Cheeseburger.
The thing is, the owner of the diner wouldn't agree to point the guy out unless one of us fills in for his short-order cook.
He's got to go home and wait for the cable guy or something.
And since Joe here barely knows how to boil water, guess who got the job?
Greetings, Kimberly. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Cheeseburger! Cheeseburgers in chat. Give me all the cheeseburgers.
Way to go, Joe.
Hey, I can boil water. It's just that when it's got things floating in it, I get confused.
Speaking of confused, get this. Balducci convinced Lori that Jake's mine is somewhere right here in Copper Gorge, so he, Lori, and John Gray are hiking up the mountain out there even as we speak.
Like that bumblebrain's gonna find anything.
Sounds like now might be a good time to do some serious poking around on the train.
Good thought.
Hey, I better get going. Wish me luck.
I'll go with you. You can make me a cheeseburger.
I love his face when he says that. You can make me a cheeseburger. Not great at all, but trying to feel better? Oh, I'm so sorry, Kimberly. Sending you a big internet hug and hoping that you feel better soon. Cheeseburger!
Peg Solitaire is based on what the board looks like. English's outside rows and columns are only 3 wide for the outer 2 rows. Cheeseburgers!
Got that autograph?
Got something better. An autographed picture.
Hot dang! She spelled my name right and everything. Go ahead, little missy. Have a go at that trunk. Whatever's inside it's all yours.
This indentation looks familiar.
Lead is the key. Okay, which we will find.
There we go.
I always wondered what she was doing back there. Like, what was that? There we go. For French, it goes 3, then 5, then 7. Oh, interesting. So it's like more... Oh, I've played both. Okay, like the pyramid version. We see Josephiel's attempt at cooking in Midnight Salem. I just get confused when there's things floating in it.
Yes?
You startled me. Do you work here?
I do. Are you looking for someone?
Yes. Camille Hurley. She died back in the 1800s.
Ah, Camille. Beautiful crypt, wonderful view, good drainage. Whoever buried her must have loved her very much.
May I go inside it?
You may, but unfortunately you can't.
Why not?
I accidentally dropped the key down the grate that's in front of the crypt. If you can retrieve it, you can keep it. I'm having another one made. But if you do go into the crypt, just remember, you won't be alone.
Oh, she's hanging the autograph up. Oh, well, that makes sense.
Well, there's the key. I need something long and sticky.
Just like the final scene.
Gotcha.
You may, but unfortunately...
It's locked.
You can't. This guy's voice is extremely creepy. I've never noticed that the signed picture is up on the wall now. That's amazing. We definitely need that slug.
Copper. This indentation looks familiar.
Copper. Green, red, purple, yellow, orange, blue. Green, red, purple, yellow, orange, blue. Green. Red. Purple. Yellow. Orange. Blue. Anyone else wish you could eat that taffy instead? Yay, gems. I will eat taffy, but I've never been like the hugest fan of taffy for whatever reason. Intense
In the letter
music.
he wrote to his niece, Jake said she should go to Camille's grave and let Camille's goodness rub off on her. Rub as in rubbing, maybe? If I am supposed to make rubbings of these pillars, I'll need a pencil, which I already have, and some nice thin paper.
Indeed. Which we do not have. But I know where we can get it. Oh, wait. Let's go back there. What was lead? Crypt Keeper vibes, absolutely. Welcome back, Kiana. I have never had it on a stick, nor have I. I've only ever had it when it's in, like, the wax paper. Lead is the key. Red, green, blue, orange, yellow, purple. Red, green, blue, orange, yellow, purple. Red, green, blue, orange, yellow, purple. Yay!
Well, here's Jake's lamp. Another slug. Could come in handy.
Yay!
But where's his pickaxe?
First time I played the game, thought that puzzle opened Camille's actual coffin. It certainly seemed like it was going to. It was definitely giving me Tomb of the Lost Queen, open up the sarcophagus vibes. There's the, oh, it's right there. That's so cool.
Welcome back.
Have you by any chance ever come across a pickaxe that had the initials JH carved into it?
Why?
Because it used to belong to Jake Hurley, and I really, really need it. I thought it would be in that old trunk, but it wasn't.
You got that trunk open? Wait till I tell Cousin Alvin. He thinks he's so smart. As for that pickaxe, so happens I got it upstairs in my kitchen. Use it to open the coconuts Aunt Lucy sends me every year from Hawaii.
Do you think I could have it?
Why, no, you can't have it. How would I open them coconuts?
How would I open them coconuts? Salted caramel. See, now salted caramel I am always down for.
Hey, I could have just gotten you Charlena's autograph, but instead I got you an autographed picture, which is way better. You owe me.
Ah, okay. I'll let you have the pickaxe. After you do something for me.
Like what?
I got a bunch of taffy over there what needs sorting. Just follow the directions that are posted by the machine. Them belts get moving pretty fast, so you gotta keep your wits about you. While you're doing that, I'll fetch that pickaxe.
If I have to.
Chaos Nancy is less enthusiastic about doing people's chores. Taffy kitchen. That is a very specific kitchen. Smash them with a hammer! You use a sledgehammer?
Wax paper for the taffy. Would you mind if I took a piece of wax paper?
Guess I could let you have a piece.
The last piece. 'Tis mine. It looks like marshmallow. Banana, mango, strawberry, apple, blueberry, grape, and rejects. Which kind of taffy is everyone getting? Choose your taffy now. Greetings, Olive. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Lots of rejects. Banana. Grape. Rejects. Like, they're literally all reject ones. Grape. Strawberry. I'm definitely going strawberry. I don't like artificial banana flavor. Nor am I a huge fan of artificial apple flavor. Mango would probably be my second choice, and then blueberry. I feel like this puzzle would also be really hard for someone who is colorblind. Because the differences in the shapes are extremely subtle.
Oh yeah.
And even the differences in the colors are very subtle. I demand strawberry. Rejects for me. You'll get plenty of them then, because we had a lot. Apple for sure, then strawberry, grape, strawberry. The red reject honestly looks good. It's like it's cream filled, right? It does look good. Grape, mango. Grape, blueberry, strawberry, or reject. Or in a trackpad, yes. It would also be so hard on a trackpad. Love how Nancy uses the guilt trip card to get what she wants. Chaos Nancy guilts everybody.
Got that taffy sorted?
Finally. That was hard.
You sneak any freebies while you were at it?
It was pretty tempting, but nope, I sure didn't.
Well, ain't you the goody two-shoes? Truth is, wouldn't have minded too much if you had, long as you fessed up to it. Here's the pickaxe. Cracked the handle pretty bad on the last batch of coconuts. You sure you want it?
Positive.
There you go. Don't hurt yourself.
I won't. Thank you.
Cracked the handle pretty bad on the last batch of coconuts. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, it's Frank. I'm in the kitchen of the diner playing short order cook.
Has that grandchild of Jake's engineer showed up yet?
Just came in with this lady who's even older than he is. And get this, he's a retired miner, so every time I finish an order and ring the pickup bell, he thinks it's the mine shaft elevator bell. And for some reason it makes him start telling his lady friend about his grandfather.
You mean you ring the bell and he starts talking about James Thurston?
Exactly. Of course, 5 seconds later, he's rambling on about something totally unrelated, but I just fill an order, ring the bell, and ding, He picks up right where he left off. That is, unless I fill the order wrong and the waitress chews me out. She's got a voice like a chainsaw. Very distracting.
Sounds like you better keep your ears open and your nose to the grindstone.
I am. Just wanted to keep you posted.
Well, good luck.
Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Okay. I want to hear the whole story from the miner guy because it's actually really funny, which means I'll just kind of make the burgers and I won't be able to respond as much to chat for the next little bit. Greetings, Amelia. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? The banana was the Gros Michel, an extinct kind of banana. Oh my gosh, cool. Time to do an incorrect order, but I want to hear all of the story because his stories are really good. But what burger would everyone order? Plop that in chat. And for all my veggie friends, we can pretend that this is a veggie burger. Onions. I know Chaos Nancy probably wouldn't care at all, but... hot mustard. It's actually helpful for the mystery. If you get a chef's choice burger, make it crazy. Exactly, we'll do that. Who are the gals in the picture above the cheese? I'm assuming those are fan pictures or kids of the developers or something like that. Usually it's fanfics.
So do you know what you want to order yet, Edna?
I'm still looking.
Did I tell you that my granddaddy was the engineer on a private train owned by one of the richest men that ever passed through Copper Gorge? Jake Hurley was his name. Yes, sir, my granddaddy was Jake's private engineer for more than 25 years. Told my daddy that men don't come any crazier than Jake Hurley, or any nicer. Treated my granddaddy real well, and told him stuff. Real important stuff. Stuff he made my granddaddy swear to never ever forget. Stuff that my granddaddy told my daddy, and that my daddy told me. Why don't you get the egg salad, Edna? Eggs are back to being good for you, you know. Seems like just last year all those scientific types were saying your arteries would clog up if you so much as looked at an egg. But nowadays, well, all of a sudden eggs are chock full of vitamins and proteins, and eating them's not only okay, it's what they recommend. They should either make up their minds or keep their mouths shut. Make eating more pleasant, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh, you guys are coming up with such good burgers. Okay, I'll mess up one. I'll mess up this one.
Isn't right. What's the matter with you back there? Can't you read? Do the order over and do it right, okay, Einstein?
Hey, take it easy on the poor fella, Sally. If he quits, you'll have to cook. Then what'll we do?
Okay. Lettuce, tomato. Just put pickled herring on the top of the classic burger. Pickles, mayo, and ketchup.
Yes, sir, Jake Hurley told my granddaddy things he never told another living soul. Not even his wife. I tell you about her, Edna?
I don't think so.
Camille was her name. Camille Boulet. That's French, you know. Of course, she died so young that poor Jake didn't have time to tell her anything. According to my granddaddy, one summer day she had a dizzy spell and fell and hit her head. She didn't take well to the heat, see? And sometimes in the summer, when they were going through the desert, why, that train would be just like an oven. Anyway, Granddad said she got right up afterwards and seemed okay. But a couple hours later, Jake found her in her room, dead as a doornail. Now there's another expression that kind of makes you wonder. Dead as a doornail. How can something be dead if it was never alive to begin with? And why a doornail? Why not something else that begins with a D? Like dish rag or dust mop. Dead as a dust mop. That's kind of got a ring to it, don't you think?
Whenever your sister got the chef's choice, she'd add nothing and just give them bread. I love stacking pickled herring sky high in my chef's choice and topping it off with just a little bit of ketchup.
The way my granddaddy died, that was kind of strange, too. I ever tell you how my granddaddy died?
No, I don't think you did.
My daddy, he came home from school one day to find a railroad official telling his mom that Granddad been found dead in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada. He was in the engine of Jake Hurley's train, just kind of slumped over with his hand still on the throttle. The strange thing is, nobody else was on board the train, yet the door to the engine was locked and barred. It was like Granddad was trying to keep someone out, like he was running from something, like something finally scared him so bad his heart just stopped. Of course, he was in his 60s at the time, and back then that was old. Doesn't seem so old now, does it, Edna? Here I am pushing 93 and still spry as a spring chicken. Spring chicken! Now where do you suppose that expression came from? Why not spring goose or summer chicken? Ah, life's just one puzzlement after another, isn't it, Edna? I ever tell you about the mine my granddaddy said Jake Hurley'd found?
He found a mine?
A couple years before he died, Granddad told my daddy that Jake found a vein in the mountains somewhere and was mining it all by himself, so no one would steal it out from under him. He wouldn't even tell Granddad where the mine was. What he'd do is have Granddad drive the train real slow so he could jump off without Granddad seeing him. Then Granddad would pick him up at a prearranged spot a few days later. Oh, they didn't call him Crazy Jake Hurley for nothing. Speaking of crazy, you see how much Abner's charging for a haircut at that shop of his now? $20! But what's even crazier is people are actually paying him that. I told him the only way I'd pay him $20 would be if I came in with hair down to my knees. He just laughed and said I was a crazy one. $20 for a haircut? What is this world coming to?
Nothing like a pickled herring peanut butter jelly sandwich with some ketchup and some hot mustard and some more mustard and a little bit of mayo. Bloop.
But the craziest thing Jake Hurley ever did was tell Granddad the secret to finding his mine. He made him swear to tell it to my daddy and nobody else. Eventually, my daddy, he told me, and it was so bizarre that I remember it to this day, though I sure don't understand how it'd help anybody find his mine. But since my daddy didn't tell me not to tell anybody, this is what Crazy Jake Hurley told Granddad, word for word. The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Peridot rests at the foot of the mare.
The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Peridot rests at the foot of the mare?
Frank, are you sure that's what he said?
I'm positive.
Joe. Huh? Ooh, Tabasco. Who does the old lady voice? That's a good question. Greetings, Shay. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you?
Do you think he could have been pulling your leg?
Look, this guy was old, okay? I mean, we're talking Jurassic. And guys that old don't joke around. They don't have time to. What you just heard is what I heard, word for word.
Got anything else?
I almost forgot. You gotta check this out.
It's just an old letter, Frank.
You bet it's an old letter. From Samuel Clemens.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get this?
I found it in the caboose.
Apparently he and Jake were pen pals.
Wish I had a famous writer for a pen pal.
When Joe gave it to me, I about flipped. I know I should turn it over to Lori, and I will, but it's just so darn cool.
I still don't see what the big deal is. I mean, it's not like it's from Mark Twain or anything. What?
See you in a bit.
Sounds good.
Joe. Joe. Oh, Joe. If you don't get your head on right, my favorite part. The poem is so good, isn't it?
More questions?
You didn't go on Tino's expedition to Jake's mine?
Please. The man barely knows where his head is. If he's the one who finds that mine, I'll eat my laptop.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
My publisher thanks you.
She's so pretentious, but I kind of love her. Samuel Clemens was Mark Twain, Joe. Oh, Joe. Oh, did I not get the... Oh.
Are they still out? They're still out and about, right? Okay, good. I was gonna say, I still haven't gotten the amethyst. And I kinda need it. That joke always makes me cringe. Really need to start paying attention in English class. Amethyst. Okay, do we have everything? We need to do the rubbing first. And then I think we have 4, 5, 6 gems. We have the pickaxe, but it's gonna break. But that's okay. Because then we'll fix it. Joe done goofed. Yeah, it's one of those things that if you like... I never learned that in school. That was Mark Twain's real name. I honestly didn't learn it until I played this game. Then I was like, oh, I get it. The long-suffering stoic dynamic that Frank and Joe have. It's pretty fantastic. "30 seconds behind, my bad. I'm in the future." Where's my pencil? There it is. "I have lived with your drift for years. I'm saddled with your drift." Oh, it's so funny. The brother dynamic between the two of them, I feel like, is just done so well. I feel like it's not always easy to write an authentic feeling sibling relationship. But Frank and Joe, it always feels like they got it. And I know Bess and George are cousins, but they have such like a sisterly vibe too. I'm sure they spent enough time together growing up that it felt like they were sisters. Night before Christmas.
Wisdom, charity, purity, eternity.
Okay. So then we have to go look at the sampler to get the clues for that. Which I have written down. Where are they? Okay, I think it's 7936, I think. There isn't one listed for Edna. The old-timer and the engineer are the same, and Fatima and the waitress are the same person. But no one's listed for Edna. This Edna erasure will not stand. Edna mode. Okay, I think it's 7963. There we
More
go.
pipes. Why am I not surprised?
I am starting to get hungry. I might need to get this snack, because I still have to make dinner after the stream today. Let's see. Now, how do you suppose... Aha! Like that. There we go.
That should do it.
Okay. I think that's all of them, isn't it? So now we should be able to go and turn on the steam. Oh, no, wait, there's the one behind the Eagles painting. We still have to do that one. Okay, let's go do that one. Back from dinner. Did I miss the cheeseburgers? Oh, you just missed them, Brienne. Not the cheeseburgers. Maybe Edna was voiced by whoever did Prudence Rutherford. The classic old lady voice. Isn't the eagle... What do we need to do for the eagle? I thought it was 2. Hope you enjoy the coaster of an ending. Thank you so much, Zach. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for popping in. Okay, the eagle is too. Thought so. No! Cheeseburger. Yeah, I think it must have been someone, like from her interactive team. Okay, let's just start moving things around and see what we end up with. And 2. Yay! Did it. First try. Did make it sound like he was gonna drop any second. Have to go to your workout soon. Gonna start dinner with your mom. Sounds great, Jurgen Slayer. Enjoy your workout.
And naturally, we have still more pipes.
More pipes. There we go. Okay, that ought to be correct now. Just gotta figure out how to get them all to go together. That's the nice thing, is once the red and the blue ones go together, then you know that you basically just have to fix the green ones.
There, that looks right.
Okay, that should be all of them now. So, if we turn on the steam...
Sounds like steam from the engine is moving through those pipes now.
It's not overwhelmingly high. Yay, victory is ours.
Hey, how's it going?
Talk to you later.
You better.
What's for dinner tonight? Funnily enough, one of the options is cheeseburgers. But I think I'm gonna do blackened chicken penne tonight because I hate freezing chicken and then having to thaw it because it takes such a long time. Then you have to defrost it in the microwave and then parts of the chicken cook in the microwave and it's just annoying. So I'd rather use my chicken sooner rather than having to freeze it. So I'm gonna make blackened chicken penne and I'm very excited for it. I love pasta. Pasta is one of the greatest gifts that this earth has to offer. Okay, pickaxe.
Oh no. What I need is some duct tape.
Broken pickaxe.
Still broken.
Okay. John! John, I need duct tape. Are they back from their excursion?
What's going on?
Do you by any chance have any duct tape?
Duct tape? Sure don't. But there was this one case I worked where duct tape came in real handy. See, I had just collared this.
I'm kind of in a hurry, Mr. Balducci.
Oh.
Maybe some other time.
What's going on?
So, how did your expedition to Jake's mine turn out?
Well, as you may or may not have heard, I didn't find the mine. But at least now I know where it isn't, which is just as good as knowing where it is. Sorta.
Thanks for your help.
Anything for a fellow detective.
No, it's not, Tina. You're having pasta too! Yes, Nancy Drew is also one of the greatest gifts that this earth has to offer. Husband could eat pasta literally every day for every meal. Loves the stuff. Personally see it as an excuse to eat cheese and meat-heavy sauce. Yeah, that's the best part. Really don't get the appeal of pasta itself. I get that. That's the thing. It is just like, it's the perfect vehicle for so many delicious things.
What's up?
Including, like, vegetables. Like, you can so easily throw in lots of veggies into pasta, like a pasta primavera. Good stuff. Plus, I like the texture. Nancy, you could still pull the handle. That's true.
I hear Tino took you and Lori for a little hike today.
Don't remind me. Turns out Tino had no idea where he was going. Good thing for him, my fingers were frozen stiff. Otherwise, I would have strangled him.
Would you by any chance have any duct tape?
Got some right there in my gearbox. That's the good news. The bad news is, I can't open the box. It's an antique lockbox that I found in this abandoned monastery I scoped out on my show last year. You can open it with either the key, which I just discovered I forgot to bring with me, or the combination, which you're supposed to be able to figure out just by looking at the box. Fortunately, I didn't put anything critical in there. I've never tried to open it without the key, but if you want that duct tape, go ahead and give it a shot.
Very long explanation for why I have this weird box, as in we just needed a puzzle to get you to get the duct tape.
That's okay. Maybe somebody else around here has some.
Need something else?
Thanks for the chat.
Pleasure talking to you.
Oven nachos. Yum, oven nachos. Marinara sauce on hand. Spaghetti most of the week. Oh, I love spaghetti. Spaghetti is a perfect low-maintenance dinner. Never fails.
There's an image on each of those buttons. They tell a story, maybe? I bet the animals should start from the left shore.
Done with work, so I'm work lurking, which means I have a chance to comment. Pasta is elite. It is. No matter what you cook for dinner, I'm sure it'll be Robin Hood. Okay, so wolf, mountain lion, peacock. And then you start by taking across the cougar. It's like a cougar or a mountain lion, one of the two. And then you leave the cougar. You go back. You pick up the wolf. And leave the peacock. And then you drop off the wolf, pick up the cougar. Drop the cougar off while you pick up the peacock. Bring the peacock over and leave it with the wolf. Go back, pick up the cougar, and then you drop them off, and they're all good. Duct tape. I love puzzles like that. Logic puzzles are my fave. Me gusta mucho. This puzzle is always a challenge for me. I love them so much. Or Nancy could just throw the box and break it. We missed a chance to quote Emperor's New Groove. The time is now. The time to quote Emperor's New Groove is always.
Sorta.
Steam level. Looking good. Pasta's delicious, easy for vegetarians too. Yes.
Darn, I must be missing something.
What am I missing? Am I missing one of the greats? I swear I've done them all. I turned on the steam. Weird. Okay, well. Here. We put...
Okay, looks like that goes there. There's still water in it, which means it must be out of carbide.
So then we put the carbide in. Okay, functional
If
light.
I had a spyglass, I'd put it right here.
We still haven't found the spyglass. I do have the gems. Wrong lever! Pull the lever, Crunk! Is that a farmer, a ferryman, for the river Styx, or death themselves? That's a good question. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder? Okay. The grandchild of Jake's engineer said he was told to always remember this. The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Are these the fingers that scar? Doesn't it go in order? Zircon lies in fingers that scar. This is zircon, or is this zircon? I feel like that's not zircon. Which one's the zircon? Is that zircon? The yellow one? Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Try to put it in its mouth. Why do we even have that lever? Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Whoops. Not too far. Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Oh wait, that wasn't citrine. That was the peridot.
This is citrine? Zircon is the yellowy green cloudy one. Okay. The door is ajar. Which door? The Eye of the Phoenix is in your hand. When the moon sleeps and the sun plays, then the king of the sky shall shine his rays.
Whoa, looks like I did something right.
The door is ajar. The door is ajar. Also, where's the spyglass? Did we not get the spyglass yet? I'm confused. What am I missing? Did anyone enjoy the Captive Curse? Love and place for me. I really like the Captive Curse. I think it works better the more you play it.
Yes? I hear Tino took you and John on a trek to Jake's mine.
Jake's mine, my eye. We went tramping through the snow, lugging all this equipment John insisted on bringing, and where do we end up? At this teeny tiny, half-rotten, tumble-down outhouse.
He led you to an outhouse?
Well, he said it was the opening to a mine shaft, but then John said if it was, shouldn't the hole be going into the mountain instead of just down? So they stood there arguing until Tino finally grabbed a shovel, went inside, and started digging. What he found was definitely not gold.
What did John say?
He called Tino a moron, and a whole lot of other things I'd rather not repeat.
We'll talk some more later.
You go, girl.
Oh, yeah, the piano. We still haven't done the piano. What do you mean the door is ajar? It's a door. Totally forgot we haven't done the piano yet. I mean, John is right. Lucas is one of my more quoted characters. Every time someone says on my door, it's, "No thank you, we already have one."
I moved my microphones, so if you want to play the piano, knock yourself out.
Thank you. A spyglass. I'll bet it's the one I need for Jake's projector.
Impressive that the, who's it? I'm so hungry I can't even think of words. I really need to go get a snack. Totally forgot what I was gonna say. Impressive that, oh, the piano is in tune over all of these years. Ta-da! Chaos Nancy's gonna make Lucas sad. He's gonna be sad. Okay, spyglass. Spyglass, spyglass, spyglass. Here we go.
Jake said a spyglass goes here. There, it should work now.
Okay. So... oh, now it's working.
And we have liftoff.
Woo! Woo! I remember seeing this as a kid for the first time and being like, whoa! It's almost as extra as the Silent Spy cabin. Piezoelectricity! Yes! Beautiful rainbow lights! Show me the way to the treasure! A cookie from Oaxaca. Woo! Brimstone Canyon.
That's where Jake's mine is. Brimstone Canyon.
It wasn't in Blue Moon Canyon
Don't you
at all.
look all excited. What's up?
I think I know where Jake's mine is. Tell the engineer to head for a place in Nevada called Brimstone Canyon.
Way to go! I knew you could do it, Francie.
Not Francie, Nancy.
Here's the deal. When we get there, I'm going to make sure that you get to be the first one to check out the mine. I'll call everyone together in the dining car, and while we're in there, you slip off the train. Will 10 minutes be enough of a head start?
You don't have to give me a head start.
Think of it as your reward. Of course, anything you find in the mine is, well, mine. So if I find out that you've taken something without telling me, let's just say things could get ugly.
It's completely random, Kate, because it's the Chaos Nancy edition streams. So to be as chaotic as possible, I did a random wheel spinner before the first stream to randomly decide the order. And the full order is posted on Discord, way back in the YouTube community tab as well.
I wouldn't get your hopes up too high. The mine might be totally worthless, you know.
I know, but I have the feeling that thanks to you, we are about to discover something huge. Great job, Amy.
Thank you.
You can start by saying my name correct, and then I'll feel thanked. I'm gonna have a whole train car just for my maps. Was this what they did before discos? Nobody comes to find out what's going on with all the racket. Okay.
Sounds like the train's leaving. Where's it going? Well, Frank and Joe will make sure it comes back for me.
It's not at all suspicious that the train just left without us. That's a problem. I love that we get to walk all the way through here. It feels like a whole other location, and I love it.
Oh no, that's gotta be the entrance to Jake's mine, but it's totally blocked by boulders.
Good thing Jake left a canyon behind for us. With a puzzle, of course. Because what else would you do? I suppose some people would look at this and think it's not working, and then leave. Chaos Nancy says kaboom!
Whoa!
Yeehaw, Nancy. Nicely done. Who needs training in pyrotechnics? Not Nancy.
Oh, right. This is the entrance to Jake's mine.
Why is there a cannon?
What's going on here? Jake's color wheel seems to be pointing toward purple. Wow, glowing lizards. Cool. But weird.
And, like, the lizards look like they're alive, but they can't be, right? I mean, they would have to be somewhere else.
Wonder what that's doing there.
Fishy. The fish or the the plank? I am actually curious how the fish got there, now that I think about it. I too wonder what that's doing there.
I can't get through here.
Kaboom! Cannon Canyon. Okay. Aha.
Another symbol.
This chair is from Shadow Ranch.
Jake must have made those symbols. The question is, why?
And also, Danger on Deception Island. Okay, so first, cactus, 2 fire, 3 snake. There are definitely a bunch of mice around us. 4, this hanging rock, 5, the fish, and 6, the bat. So the things that we find in these places is the order of the symbols that we need to pull out from the cavern. Woo! Where we get lost. Same sound effect as in Creature of Kapu Cave. That's hilarious. Whoa! Okay. Oh, back to the beginning. Start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. Let's follow the glowing lizards. Okay. Okay. And even if we don't get all the lizards, I have them written down in my handy-dandy detective notebook. The lizards don't make sense, and I choose to ignore it because I love this game. Precisely. We're suspending the reality here. The immortal, glowing, unmovable lizards. Chaos Nancy blowing up sides of buttons with antique cannons. We don't even have to try to be Chaos Nancy in this one. Chaos Nancy simply is. We took the long way. This has to be one of the best endings in the series. Deception Island, Shadow Ranch. I love Deception Island. I love Shadow Ranch for endings. I do love this one. I love the final scene. Okay. I just heard bats. Did we not just hear bats? Do we have the symbol for the bats? Maybe not. That's okay. We go. Is that blocked off? Yes, okay. Green lizard. Purple lizard. Okay. J for Jake.
Uh-oh. There's some kind of chamber on the other side of those poles. But if I move the wrong one, the ceiling will collapse. Jake was too meticulous not to have left a clue somewhere as to how you're supposed to move them. I wonder if it has something to do with those symbols I saw before.
Nancy didn't scream from the mice sounds. I know, her fear of mice is very inconsistent. Okay, cactus is number 1, and I believe this is the cactus
I've seen
symbol.
that symbol before. Okay, so far so good.
Number 2 is supposed to be the fire symbol, which was this. Number 3 is the symbol that was with the snake, which is this little rockin' horse looking guy. Number 4 is the rock in the circle, which is this. Number 5 is the fish, which I didn't write down. Was it this? Okay, I thought it was that. And then number 6 is the bat, which is this J thing.
I should be able to get through there now.
Hooray! Oh! Oh, that's true. We didn't get the second chance. Oh, shoot. I can't go backwards. Oh, sorry. I missed that second chance.
Jake Hurley, I presume? Camille. It figures he'd be carrying a picture of her. There's something underneath it.
Jake Hurley, care of Postmaster, Denver
Looks
Territory
like
of
a
Colorado.
letter. April 14th, 1865. Your humble friend, Abe. Oh my gosh, this is from Abraham Lincoln. And April 14th is the day he was assassinated. This letter must be worth a fortune.
That's just what I thought, too. See, what I didn't tell you when I gave you that letter Jake wrote to Ruth is that I also found his diary, which is how I found out he'd gotten to be friends with President Lincoln, and that he'd gotten a letter from Abe that he knew would be so valuable someday that he always kept it on his person. Can I have it?
Sure.
See, I knew if we could just find Jake's body, we'd find the letter. And you did it, Amy. You did it. I'm going to be famous. Good famous for once.
So you never really cared about finding Jake's mine?
Nah. I mean, it would have been nice if it was filled with gold and silver and stuff, but this is what I was really after.
And you followed me because you didn't trust me?
I trusted you to find it. I just didn't trust you to give it to me. And now that you have, you know, I'd really, really be famous if I could say I found this all by myself. But even if I got you to lie for me, how do I know you'd keep lying? Oh my gosh. What if there was like this cave-in and we were trapped, but I was the only one who made it out?
Excuse me?
Oh my gosh! That way I could not only say that I found the letter, but that I tried to save you. Only you did something stupid, and it was all I could do to save myself. Oh my gosh! I'd make the national news for sure, and people would say I was smart and resourceful and courageous even.
Lori, you can't be serious. That's crazy.
You don't understand. People are finally going to respect me. I have to do this. Sorry.
No, you don't.
Lori!
You don't have to do this.
The opening's blocked. I'm trapped. Now how am I gonna get out of here?
By the wildest ride ever. You ready for this, Nancy?
Maybe I can get out of here in this.
Okay, we're gonna crash at least once to get the second chance. Chaos Nancy's gonna see, like, skull and crossbones and be like, heck yeah, that's the right way. Whee! Ow. Why did you have to be the culprit? Chaos Nancy takes checks. Alright, let's try that again. Temple of Doom! Yeehaw! Wee-hee! Whoa!
Oh no, I've stopped. I'll never get out of here now.
Each second chance is different. Well, we'll keep trying. Oh! Wasn't even paying attention. Didn't even try that time. Happened since no one actually respects her. I know. And so she's acting out by trying to force respect. Which is not how that works. If you spend your whole life trying to get other people to respect you, then you're probably not looking inward enough to do the work that would actually make people want to respect you. Whoa! Whoa! Gee. Chaos Nancy's really having a hard time getting out of this cave. Nancy's too nice to Lori when she falls in the mud. I agree. Yeah, I would be a lot more sassy if I was Nancy. It is so cool how there's like multiple different places and the second chance is a little bit different each time. That is very neat. Whee! Whee! To the right, to the right. Everything we own off the track to the right. Oh! Oh, jeez! TNT! Oh, no! Oh, no! Saw someone build a Nancy Drew themed park in Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's so cool. Nancy Drew meets Roller Coaster Tycoon. I love it. Explosion! I've never seen these and I'm loving it. Same. I've never done these before. If you tell me the right way to go, my little goody two-shoes heart is gonna go that way. But this is hilarious. Chaos Nancy is wild. Whoa, that one was fast. Oh, are we safe? Oh no, there's one more. Whoa! That one actually made me laugh out loud so much. That was great. I like the explosion one so far because it teases you a couple times. Because first she survives the jump, which it doesn't look like she should be able to survive. And then there's like crumbling rocks, which it doesn't look like she should be able to survive. But then we crash into the TNT. And it takes a second before it blows up. Very well done.
She's all like, zippy zoom. Our zipless service is the zippiest. We didn't talk to the zippy guy once in our Secret of the Old Clock stream. But we never ran out of gas. Chaos Nancy is zippy on her own. Zipless service is the zippiest. Go, Nancy, go. Go, Nancy, go. Escape the cave, Nancy. Escape. Whoa! This turn. Oh gosh, this is cool. Woo! Whoa! Take that!
Lori, are you all right?
Don't ask her
Nancy,
if she's all right.
Is everything okay?
It is now.
As soon as we discovered you and Lori weren't on the train, we jumped off and hightailed it back here.
What the heck's going on?
I'm sure Lori will be glad to tell you all about it.
Darn you, Natalie!
It's Nancy. Dear Hannah, some hostess Lori Gerard turned out to be. When her father heard that she'd tried to seal me up in that mine, he canceled all her credit cards and said that from now on, Lori'll have to support herself. She has yet to stop crying. Tino Balducci told reporters that he knew what Lori was up to all along and said he let Frank, Joe, and me solve the case so we amateurs could enjoy his limelight. Joe was just about to belt him when a big argument broke out between John Gray and Charlena over whether John had really recorded Camille's ghost. She started calling him a crackpot, and then he started calling her a hack. Then, well, let's just say that soon the press was no longer interested in what Tino had to say. As for Jake Hurley, it turns out that his letter from Abe Lincoln is worth a small fortune. Pretty ironic, huh? Jake spent his whole life searching for gold, when all along he possessed something far more valuable. His uncanny knack for making friends. Love, Nancy.
Don't most rich people enjoy mud baths? Take that, Lori. Lori's cancelled. Hey, sassy detective. Congratulations on cracking the case. You've been awarded the title of Hanging with the Hardys Award for spending maybe a little too much time with Frank and Joe. Excuse me, game. There is no such thing as spending too much time with Frank and Joe. Also, I feel like we didn't spend that much time with Frank and Joe. But I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take this slightly sassy award.
Have you ever been to Paris, France? Well, preparez-vous, because that's where my next mystery adventure takes place. I'm going to be the assistant to Minette, a famous fashion designer. I'll be working undercover to find out why she's been acting so peculiar lately, throwing tantrums, firing people. She's even started wearing a mask for no apparent reason. Her studio is in this spooky-looking centuries-old moulin. That's French for windmill. Of course, that doesn't have anything to do with her strange behavior. Or does it? Only one way to find out. Help me solve my next case. Danger by design. À la prochaine.
That's a fun one. That's a fun trailer. No such thing as too much time with Frank. Yeah. Maybe the train's treasure was friendship. Don't call me out, game, right? I am insulted by this call-out, game. How rude. Yahoo! Off to Paris. Has anyone been? No, but I wish. I've been many places in Europe, but I haven't been to kind of like the big places, like France or Italy. Having to do the sticky notes for the photography as a kid. I didn't learn that strategy until I was an adult, and I think it's genius. Okay. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. Let me know if it is. If it's interfering. How dare they say we spent too much time with Frank and Joe? I know! Danger by Design isn't until late in August. Yes. The next stream is Secret of Shadow Ranch. We get 2 of the Golden Age games in a row. Yes, this Wednesday, July 13th. Since we're doing things chaotically and in random order, the next stream will be this Wednesday, and I know it's going to be an evening stream
probably at about 6 p.m. Central Standard Time is going to be our start time. So that's going to be a night one for Secret of Shadow Ranch. No, it doesn't. Just walked in the door, but your cat enjoyed the full stream. Yay! Go kitty! Thank you, Joshua. I hope you have a great evening as well. Missed the end because you had a power outage. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I'm glad the power's back on. The real treasure were the friends who were assassinated along the way. Yep, there you go. That's what Jake taught us. Oh, you went to Paris to study abroad? That's so cool. Goodbye, Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining the stream today. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye, everyone. See you in Arizona. See you, Rachel. Second to last stream of the summer. Yes, Danger by Design. Wednesday's your half birthday. Oh my gosh, yay. Well, we'll get to play at Shadow Ranch on your half birthday. Awesome stream. Can't wait for Shadow Ranch. Yay. Yay, favorite game is next. I love it. And then Friday is Blackmore Manor. Oh my gosh, 3 Golden Era games in a row. Last Train, Secret Shadow Ranch, and then Curse of Blackmore Manor. Last Train and Shadow Ranch are everything. Can't wait for Wednesday. How'd you pick the order of the games for this summer? The very first stream that I did this year, I did a random wheel spinner with all the games and just randomly let it pick the order to add to the chaos. I'll be getting off work around then on Wednesday. Hooray! Catch part of the stream during one of your breaks. Awesome. Any plans for the week? Working on videos for you all and the streams. That's pretty much how I've been spending my summer. Besides like reading and hiking and playing other video games in my free time, I'll probably play some more of my guilty pleasure House Flipper tonight. See you on the ranch. Goodbye, Maple. Such a good game. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Book Dragon. Goodbye, Tanya. Goodbye, Kiana. Perfect place to study architecture. Oh, I bet. Thank you, Amelia. May not make the next one. That will be midnight. Oof, yeah, that's a late one. Thank you for today. Hope you can catch Blackmore as you love that one. I love Blackmore too. I love House Flipper. I'm obsessed. Once I start my House Flipper, I have to play it for hours at a time. Use the wheel for playlisting. I think I love the idea. It's been great. It's been really fun playing them in random order. Could you build the Screaming Banshee Inn in The Sims 4? I would actually love to build the Screaming Banshee Inn. You said evening stream for Wednesday. Did you say a time? We're looking at about 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for the start time. Goodbye, Aubrey Ann. Have a great rest of your day. WizardKitten waves coming your way. Goodbye, Bree. See you next time. Thanks for the videos. Rewatch them when you study or clean and cook for background noise entertainment. I'm so glad to hear that, Luna. Goodbye, Alexandra. Thank you so much. Today's stream was brought to you by all of the patrons over at Mystique Manor and by all of the official Fellow Detective channel members. Thank you so much for your continued support. Today's stream was also brought to you by any super chats and super stickers that were used in chat today. Thank you so much for that support as well. And thank you all for supporting the streams in the biggest way by coming to the streams, hanging out, and having a good time. I think today was a record-breaking stream for concurrent viewers, actually. We actually got over 70 for a little bit. So thank you all so much for stopping by, hanging out, playing Nancy Drew with me. It is just so much fun, and I am so grateful for you all and for this wonderful community. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, whatever your time zone is. I hope it is wonderful. I look forward to seeing some of you on Wednesday as well for our next stream. Exact time for that stream will be posted. Oh, the light's coming through on the green screen. The exact time for that stream will be posted on the Instagram stories, Discord announcements, and YouTube community tab tomorrow, so you'll get that exact time. But again, it should be about 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, maybe a little earlier, but that's currently what I'm planning. You can also subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get notified every time that I go live. That is a reliable way to know about the streams as well. Thank you all again so much. Goodbye, Alexandra. Goodbye, Ray Marie. Goodbye, August. Goodbye, Luna. Goodbye, Sully. Goodbye, Abrianne. That's amazing. We had over 70. I never noticed. It was brief, but it was there. We were at 71 for a little bit, and then we were in the high 60s for quite some time, too. So exciting. So exciting. It's the sunlight invading the stream. It is. I'm actually glad the sun's coming out. It's been kind of cloudy today. Loving the Streamathon. Thank you so much, Sam. See you, Ryan. See you, Juan. Goodbye, no thank you. Thank you all so much. Goodbye, Carter. Thank you all so much for the stream today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.